We are back live. It was better for a second. But it is still... Is this better?
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. Well, I think it's in a good enough state to at least finish the stream out with. I don't know what else I can do about this. The next thing I'm thinking is like updating the drivers on the capture card or something like that. Ugh, yeah, this is getting crunchy. It's better than it was earlier. I'm gonna check Task Manager and see if there's like a lot of CPU being used or something. No.
Yeah, I think everyone was saying, like, before you put your headphones back on, to maybe close the Discord stream, see if that does anything. I doubt it, but...
Yeah, I don't think it will, but worth a shot.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so that's closed. That actually does look better. That might have fixed it.
Maybe.
Give it some time.
It feels very wonky because I'm playing off the OBS right now, but...
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's the worst.
Yeah, I'm, like, looking at it side by side. I was like, wait, I don't even know what to compare it to, because, like, this isn't gonna be fair.
Pro Chara?
Pro Chara with the raid, let's go.
Yo,
How's it going?
The debug stream.
Hey Chara, I just need you to know that, so whenever I get up and leave, everybody talks about it being a chair stream, and people have taken to naming the chair Pro Chara.
Because it's Herman Charles Miller.
So you have a permanent spot on this stream. Yeah, sure thing, Chara. Thanks for dropping everybody off. Go do what you gotta do. Thanks, everybody. So, if you didn't know who I am Jem, and I run this channel called Squid School, where we learn about how to be better squids and better kids. And right now we are playing Silly Comp Sundays. Silly Comp Sundays is a weekly stream where, on Sundays obviously, where we play whatever comps my patrons on Patreon and YouTube members vote that we will play. So, to catch you up on what we've done so far, this is not the correct screen. I will get you there in just a second. There it is. Bloop, 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 bloop. So, we've done all of the ones that are highlighted, and we are currently on All-Seeing Inkling. Every weapon that we play has to have a point sensor, a line marker, or a mine, and we all have to run either Thermal Ink or Haunt. So that's what we're up to at the moment. And I was just dealing with a capture card issue, but I think we figured out how to fix it. It's at least acceptable now. We were, the capture card itself was framing. Stream was fine, but like the webcam even was good, but the capture card itself was being really gross. But it looks like it's reasonably acceptable now, so we're gonna keep going from here.
Okay, so room question mark?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Thanks to everyone for sticking around through the technical difficulties. Appreciate y'all. Here's a cat.
Oh, what were we swapping to? Am I running to Nautilus now, or do we want to grab a Flingza, or?
Let's try Nautilus.
Okay.
Yeah, I can Flingza or
Well,
could
we're gonna,
potentially.
I think your jet's gonna be good if we get Mahi. So.
Gotcha. Those blasters not bad either on TC. But I'll stick jet.
Oh yeah, there's the Ink Mine Blaster. Hmm.
Yep.
I want to play that.
Rice cooker cat, my old friend. There are two of them, actually. There's a second rice cooker cat somewhere in here.
I'm not very good at entering this password for some reason.
Is it this cat? Yeah, here's the second rice cooker cat. I have many cats. If I had a nickel for every rice cooker cat that Jim has on his stream, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's kind of crazy that it's happened twice. Okay. So the last time we played this comp, we had the Explo instead of the Rapid, or no, we had the an Explo and what was the other one?
H3.
H3,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know, very forgettable.
And there was
Don't blame me.
there was not God. And there was not enough forward pressure at all. So we're hoping that adding the Nautilus and the Rapid here will help us push a little bit better.
It's been a while since I've done any knot things. I think the last time I used Nautilus was when I was playing with the quad splatling group, and we decided to do the last few rounds of quad of each splatling. That was an interesting time. Oh, well then. This could be troublesome.
Do you know these folks?
Cotton for sure, yep.
What's this
Oh,
layout?
it's Mahi Mahi tower control.
I was.
Oh. Traded. One still on right.
Nice.
Already dead.
I
H3
spy
on-
my
on
little
right.
eye.
They're weak, they're weak.
Nobody.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, so I have vacuum for second check.
Okay.
Murder's
I'm
low.
gonna
I'm
try
just-
and get out in front, but nobody else is there with you.
I
Here.
fell in the water.
One tap. Nice. Good one.
Nice. At least we got it to work.
Got rid of the water. Careful, Debbie.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you're
got shot out
very
in the
high
air,
in here. Watch out for missiles. Man, I ran away from one teammate towards another.
You just gave them a hug, a deadly hug. Reborn.
Yeah.
I was given the gift of missiles.
I did not
This
trade,
holiday
sadly.
season.
Yeah, one's pushing through left.
I got those.
Not mistletoe, missiles. Yep, well, that was bad aim. Oh, there's a jump over
There's
here.
one back left,
Oh, they can hit that? That's lame. 3 on
yeah.
right.
Oh, hello.
3 on
Yep,
right.
nope,
We need...
no ping, no
we
ping.
have no paint in our base.
I am aware of that. Can't do much right now. There's one sharking low right here. I did not mark it.
I'm stuck.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Last huzzah! I can't do anything!
Okay, so before we didn't have any frontline pressure, and now we don't have any paint. You'd think with 3 whole sub-weapons available to us that we could find
What do
a
you
single
mean?
short-range shooter.
Right.
I didn't even get the crab tank once.
That's Flash.Pro Pro for you.
Well, one more and then it's all over.
True.
One more and then we don't have to play these weapons anymore.
Is there a consistent method when you have vacuum to like suck up missiles?
I think
'Cause
so.
Like you have to aim up at them, don't you?
Yeah,
I feel like I've seen so many clips where people try and they just die anyways. So I don't
Yeah.
even know.
I ate 2 of them and then 2 of them killed me. But I'm not sure. I was trying to like back up a little bit, but I was sitting on tower.
Maybe it's because of how they spread that you can't
Rufus
get the
says
angle
aim
on
at the
all of them.
ground.
Aim at the ground? Alright, alright. I like the sound a lot.
Interesting. Well, yeah, because they do the extra explosion shot kind of when they go down, so maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, this is a team, but I do not know what they're called.
I guess would that put the whole cone around you?
Oh,
Maybe
this
that's
is
good.
outclassed. That's the team name. Gotcha. There we go.
Are they calling themselves outclassed? I feel like that's not a...
Not very
They're humble.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Humble.
Got one.
I got another.
One behind us.
watching the great.
On our spinner. Coming right, coming right.
I have no ink.
No.
There's one on their snipe.
Yeah, trash stringers on their snipe now. You're by yourself on tower.
Put on, yeah, I don't have anything here.
Oh, I didn't get the crab out in time. I should have popped it earlier.
Got
There's
one.
Oops.
Okay, the blob's low left. Or never mind. They're right underneath their
Yeah,
flag.
they're on our sponge.
The blob sees me.
Blob's forced to middle of it.
Yeah, blob got me with.
I'm getting pushed
with
by
the
machine.
ricochet. They're on our snipe spinner.
Crabbing.
There's a crab.
I'm
up
getting
there.
pushed really hard from right.
Yeah, still on their snipe.
Blob got me. They're bottom left. Nice.
Two down.
Oh.
They're two down. One in
Oh,
court.
there's
Court,
another
court,
one on the right.
They went out right. They're
Yeah.
leaning right. They're leaning
Yeah.
right. Just push up.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm taking spin.
Make sure to paint.
One's in mid.
Oh yeah, one's with me.
They took jumps in mid.
Got one.
Other one in Fight Club.
Right side, I marked it.
Blob's with me on the Fight Club.
Yeah. I heard you.
Fight club down.
Blob's on me on the right. I need help. I need help.
I'm sucking some ink.
I hit him a couple
I
times.
got him, but I might die. No, I'm alive.
I have crab
Spinner.
ready.
Trying to move toward mid.
I marked the bow.
Another one in mid.
What's
Nice
happening?
mark.
A
Boy.
shot. Nice.
I'm pushing for
I'm
lead,
dead.
but blob on me.
There's two
There
on
we go.
you. Stringer's above you.
Shoot.
Stay alive. We got lead.
Yeah, I can vacuum
Jump if you
bait.
need.
Unlock.
I don't know if I can get there in time to help you with
Yeah,
that.
help me in mid.
You're
There's
getting
3
rushed
here.
by all.
Oh. Yeah, I can push the right side at least.
I'm gonna make him come the other way. Stringer knows I'm here. I got called out. I'm jumping out. I got out. 2 are in the deep right
Machine
corner.
bottom right. They're marked. Watch out for Booyah. It's in.
They're distracted by me. Alright. Blob's pushing. Spin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and defend for check.
Oh.
I'm getting pushed by a lot.
Yeah, they're
Down.
gonna be the
Blob over,
spin.
blob over. On left. Our scaffold.
There's a lot here.
I'm looking at blob.
Oh, lucky. I had like a couple shots on it. Couldn't do anything. Well, that's done.
Glad you're enjoying the game so far, Master Syrup. Master Syrup? I don't know. Secretly rooting for the blob. All right. Well, man, we've had some rough comps today. They've really been kicking our butts here. But we are going to switch up to our last one here, which I think is promising. I think this is one that we've got a good shot at. And that is Always booyah back. Booyah weapons only.
Heck yeah!
So that puts Devi on her main. And then it's just Machine and Gluga's next, right? What,
Yes.
is there anything else?
No, that's those are it.
Oh,
Yep.
I'll go blue guys.
Okay. Double Machine Reborn?
yeah, machine sounds pretty good.
Alright, making the room. Outside of the watchful eye of stream chat. None of you will be interloping today. Googla has booyah. I like that. I'm gonna call them
Googla.
Googlas from now on.
Such a
Google
common typo.
A.
So the cool part about this is that we have tower spacing specials, 3 actual subs, and a wall.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the machines to play a little bit more aggressively maybe than we might naturally, but
Okay.
It's an
We just have players now.
well, okay.
Okay, well
It's snow.
they got their own silly comps going on over there with that arrow spray.
And yeah.
Going right, I'm trying to push. I got one.
Help Reborn, there's
Super thing in
2.
their court. I tapped one.
Oh
Where?
my god, I almost fell.
Nice.
Mhm.
We get probably right.
I don't have enough for a bomb. Here we go.
If you guys can help me regress the left here, I can do
I was
something.
trying, but I'm down on right.
I push this left.
To your right,
okay.
X-ray, one sharking by the box.
Oh, that's water? I almost went into the water.
Oh, so weak. On tower. Yeah, 2 on tower. They're gonna be jumping there.
Ah, machine got me. I was just about to drop there.
No,
These two
oh,
pushing
there we
left side.
Flank,
just
flank, flank.
thinking-
Got him.
I died, but I popped the chicken. But
Awesome blaster on tower. I'm trying to get
they're
there.
backing.
They're backing.
Just keep the space.
Oh, oh.
Tower weak.
There's a couple of them sharking mid. I traded.
Booyah back!
I fell in the water. I did not know you could fall back here. Okay.
Why did I let the air spray get on me? That was the exact thing I needed to not do.
There's a couple of them on tower.
Yeah.
I can watch left side off spawn.
They're weak on the left too.
Yeah, they backed.
Oh,
That
boy,
just
this is
shreds
bad
it.
for
Wow.
me.
I don't actually know how much an ink vac shot does to Booyah. But apparently
Yeah, I
it's a
don't-
lot.
There's 2 backed up on their plat here. Blaster's on the left.
I'm gonna
I'm
push them
stuck.
back. We
I'm
could
stuck
probably...
in a corner. Oh dear. Okay, I'm on the left now.
I'm getting splatted from right as soon as I try to aggress anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
we might need to pay more attention to that before we do
I
anything.
need help on the left.
One behind,
Oh my
behind,
God,
behind,
I'm
left.
okay.
Behind
I'm
left.
looking.
Got him.
Okay, I
That's 3
pulled
down.
Booyah
That's 3 down. Let's
forward.
move up.
I'll take tower. You go.
Booyahing into it.
Machine right.
Keeping pain up. Oh, I'm getting blastered.
Careful.
There we go. Oh boy.
There's 3. Oh.
I'm gonna back up. Oh, death for me. Death for me. Death for me. Yep.
Fun.
Didn't
That
let me
jump
jump
is
out
dead.
again.
Imagine.
You're still playing like Tetris.
Yes.
Ah! Can't alive.
Nice.
Got one.
2
Oh,
down.
crap.
Is something here?
No,
It was a
just
booyah.
a booyah effect. Do this over here. There's 2.
Yep.
I'm getting
Oh, the
back on
machine
right.
below me! No!
I'm down to the machine.
Booyah's going to me.
To watch me on the left if we can look to get tower.
Tower weak. Got him.
I-
2 on right, 2 on right,
rushed
2
me
on
the
right.
Weak. One
One
shot.
more. Ouch.
Oh, I didn't think that would hit.
Blaster!
Blaster in front.
I'm
they're
dead.
last, they're last, they're last.
They're still there.
Did hit the second shot fast enough?
Okay, we need to get some paints. We need to know where they are.
We
Two
need to
bottom
control-
left.
Left.
I'm gonna booyah behind you.
I'm getting stuck. Wait, everybody.
Yeah, one's left with me.
Help me in mid.
Just you.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I'm down to the booyah.
One made a cross. Oh wow, he barely was that.
Yep. Oh, I'm alive. Cool.
Oh shoot! I got a bomb on the tower, but dang it.
Dang, I even jumped on it. SMH.
Well, can't feel too bad about that. Attention-seeking undercover Prella user. Yeah, that is how that game went. You can enter a rank-up battle. Did you guys know that I can enter a rank-up battle?
No way.
No, we didn't know at all. What great news! Oh my god, our deaths.
Yeah.
We were rocking those QR strats.
We probably do need to play a little bit more deliberately and paint more.
I almost outpainted Reborn
Yeah,
by
I went
5p.
I went QR strats. 'Cause we don't really have aggro.
But I think we can try to play a little bit more towards the weapons weaknesses. Like, we might have to push a little bit at times, but I also, like, we probably don't need to be playing our weapons in ranges that aren't optimal to them. Mahi is just a bad map, though.
True. We could always fall back on that.
Alright.
No snaps this time.
Oh. They have Apple and somebody else. There's
Didn't
still
say we're
Snow
main
and
heavy.
Lefty.
That's a lot of backline on them.
Oh, that's a lot of paint.
I guess.
Whatever you want to call it. Blaster's already aggressive left. They backed up a bit. They wailed you guys on the left.
One pushing
I don't know
me.
who it's
I
on.
almost got him.
I
Yeah,
got
I,
Blaster.
Another one, left. They're backing up.
I have Booyah.
They dropped.
They
I'm
dropped
gonna throw it
Fight
on the
Club.
right.
They're going
Fight
left.
Club going left. I got the
Nice.
charger.
Q's dead.
There's 2 on their snipe.
yeah.
Several on left.
I'm stuck here.
Trying to go for tower.
Oh, in their pit. True.
Oh dear.
Booyahing top right. Got one.
Oh, I'm getting wheeled. And missiled.
Blasted.
There's one right on me.
Yeah, I've got to move.
They need
They're
to fix
chasing
the
me.
spinner jump. Jesus Christ.
Their backline's on back right.
They're on the right, yeah. One
Gonna
of
have to
them.
get a booyah bomb there.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm pushing last one.
Do a tuber, there you go. I'm half to booyah. We got two
I have
others,
mine.
3 others.
Popping mine. I'm going left.
Oh.
Double. I have mine now. Trade with me, somebody.
I'm jumping to you.
Coming.
Logan.
Oh, there's a one. I couldn't see.
Oh, I got destroyed.
Okay, we're 2 down. Back up. Back up.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
50
Nice.
Blaster's below me on the left. Oh, they're on the grates.
Gooey.
Blaster got me.
Nice punch.
I'm having problems trying to get control.
Oh, we have no pain. Shoot.
Good
I
booyah.
got one.
Blaster's top right.
Top right on the grate. I got the
Yeah.
blaster. Oh my. Oh, there's one from behind.
Oh, I didn't see him. Wait, wait.
Man, couldn't get the shots. He's so close. Just reborn.
I'm pushing aggressive left, too, right?
Got one. 52 on our spin.
52 got 2 of us, right? if
Reborn,
you
you're
need.
alone in 3.
Got one.
Oh dear.
Rated one.
One on tower.
One might be going in the middle. Yeah.
Why can I not hit these directs? Oh my god.
Where's this blaster?
On me.
Left
Oh.
side.
Blaster down. I'm dead.
2 on left.
Oh. I got one with a chicken. Never thought I'd pick off a splatling from this angle.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we got
booyah bomb
booyah
this
ready.
right side.
I'm gonna go in.
I'm popping down.
What got you?
Cool.
I
Far
don't know
left.
what's happening.
One on tower.
Very
Goo.
one shot.
Got one.
If we're fighting somebody in mid, can
Fighting?
we call out the one in mid?
Got him. That's 3 recently. I'm down
Yeah,
on
they're all
top
back
right.
there
2
right
top
now.
right. Nice.
Rated
One more. One more.
Yeah, we could just keep pushing.
It's a goo.
I'm gonna dive it.
Ew. That was a lot.
52's up front. He's gonna be climbing right wall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
right
see 'em.
here. I broke the wall, but they got me. Behind.
Yeah.
Taps.
Jumping. Nice. Just get a booyah ready for tower and we're good.
Reborn's got it. I'm on the wall, and you're
They
right
didn't even get
above
to
it,
it.
so we're okay.
Whew. Always booyah back. That was the second one on that comp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, good. We get to play it one more time. Can anything survive a tower booyah? They have to get off the tower. That's how you survive it. But the problem is, you have to get off the tower, which might be a
Crabs
thing you
can
don't want to
actually
do.
briefly survive it if they time it right.
Like, it does damage per second. It's not like it insta-splats you. So, like, if you're outside of the very center of it, then you can usually, like, tank it by just not taking quite lethal damage.
Yeah, you can cheat it a little bit if you need to survive an OT, where like you jump off early and then come back in at the tail end of it just to make sure you're touching. But
I don't know how much a crab actually can survive it.
If you go into the
The ball form.
ball form, you can survive the tail end of it. I've seen crabs being able to survive Booyah if they go into ball form fast enough.
yeah, I don't know the math, but you can usually survive like 50 to 60% of it.
Yep.
So that only sounds about as good as a big bubbler.
The Booyah can shred the bubble
Yeah.
about just as fast.
Slosher on the back right. Or on
Oh,
the
There
front
was a
right.
bunch there.
Oh, in that area. Shoosh.
Oh, I almost fell off the water. Okay. The amount.
There was a
of
blaster
control.
near me somewhere. Heads up.
Flanking from left.
I need someone to help me hit the tower. There we go. I got it. Finally.
One stuck on left. Ah, I got bombed. They're coming left. Two coming left. One more, one more.
I got one.
Still behind the
Attacking
cover.
right. Oh,
Still there behind the cover. They
They
jumped.
jumped out.
they're dumb.
2 left.
52 got me.
Got one.
52's pushing left.
They're 2
Oh
down.
yeah, 52 on our side.
Flanking left. Flanking left.
Are they like over? Oh yeah,
Yes,
they're
yes,
like
yes, yes.
over. Oh, 52 got me finally. It came back to the right. I didn't know.
Got the slosher. I'm getting rushed. I'm down. 2 on my ouch.
Okay, let's pick a side so we can all focus that way and then go another way. So go right to left.
Can't take
Just-
tower yet.
Faster to get this done. There you go.
Yeah. Back
One
up.
weak.
Blasters.
Another
oh,
one
I
of me.
got 2.
Me.
I tapped
Don't
him
ask me how I
twice.
live.
Oh shoot.
Still another one there. There you go.
What?
Good stuff. Good stuff. That's 2 down. We need to
What's up,
push
what's
up.
Okay, focus to left now.
Yeah, they're right here.
Got one. There's another one on me. On me.
Right tower,
Directly
right
on
tower,
me.
right tower.
2 on me.
I hit their heads. I can't finish them off. I don't have the angle.
Funny.
Yeah,
One on this right corner somewhere. Bucket.
Tried to go. I couldn't do
The
anything.
blaster and
Booyahing for safety.
Left.
Blaster dropped out
Blaster.
left. Yeah.
I got it.
Nice.
One behind
behind.
tower.
There's one behind me. There's 2 on me.
Got one.
Another one
Keep
Another
left.
one
pushing the
weak.
left. Keep pushing the left. There's one in mid right, but push forward left and you'll catch it. Okay, it backed up. It backed up.
Nice. One dropping
Don't worry
right.
about-
One
don't
dropping
worry
right.
about the drop.
I hit him once. Got him.
Booyah the right.
Lol. How about 3?
Blaster left corner, Reborn. You see it.
Yeah.
I have Booyah, by the way.
Shoot.
I can't. Whatever.
All right. That's a good lead.
Oh, I almost got the bucket. The bucket's
Careful
on the
in
tower.
mid. You're alone.
Just keep the aggression
one.
on the left side.
That
Left
too.
side's where they all are.
They're right.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
a
one on the
little bit
right
more.
and then most came left. Yeah, tower's still pushing.
One's in right
I
mid.
don't think I'm on the tower, am I? Oh, I am.
Yeah.
There's a blaster here, though.
I'm down
Oh,
to
there was
52.
one right. Yeah.
Shoot. Alright, Booyah for tower.
Put it at checkpoint. They have a checkpoint.
I'm down on left. 52. Flanking.
One shot. Nice.
2v3.
Good. Let's just wrap
See if
it.
we can
The
protect
blaster's
lead.
behind. Yeah, we can protect lead. It's okay.
What? Please die.
They're on the
Nice.
left, yeah.
One
One dropped
on
right,
right.
one
They're
on
hiding
right.
behind this block. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, they were.
Dead.
That's
Bucket
two
bottom
tapped on. 4 tapped on.
2 on me on
recover.
right. Got one.
Back left, 2 back left.
Blaster on the left.
Blaster weak.
Got the
Nice.
blaster.
Slosher on me.
He's really weak.
Nice.
52 behind tower.
Got one. Oh, let's go.
Okay.
It's the bucket behind
I'm
me.
gonna go
There is
down
a
on the
bucket
52.
behind me. Ooh,
I'll get to him.
We're 2 down.
I backed up.
Okay, 3 on left, 1 on
Just
right.
win.
Two
Alright.
dropped right.
Tower is blaster. They vacked.
Yeah, they backed.
Dead.
Last one on top.
There you go.
Booyah. Whew. That was a sweaty one.
Reborn, you have such a sporty jogging look on right now.
Yeah, we're
Your classic headband. I hope you make that a main ability thing.
Ari.
You and your headbands.
True.
Rank up battle available.
Let's go.
I would have never guessed.
Whew. Okay. That is the last of the silly comps for Silly Comp Sunday. In a very sweaty last game that I'm glad we won to close it out. GG's teammates, we were not given an easy task today.
Oh my gosh,
There-
this is probably the hardest one yet.
So that is not going to be it for the stream. I do have a team lesson that's going to be starting, I think, an hour from now. Let me double check the calendar really quickly. No, actually, it's starting in like 15 minutes.
All right.
So that's actually pretty well timed. But for right now, I'm going to see if I can sneak in a few games of this rank up series and play a
good.
weapon that I can actually play effectively. Thank you to the Silly Comp teammates. You guys are free to go and do whatever you would like with your evenings.
I'm gonna go watch the Grey Cup.
Going to go watch what?
What is it? The CFL, like the Canadian Football League version of the Super Bowl is on
Oh.
today.
Nice.
It's called the Grey Cup, so.
Is there like an online streaming place I could watch that by any chance? That sounds interesting.
You'll have to see if there's anything live streaming for any of the American channels.
Maybe I'll just get like a free trial to some what are they called? The like proxies to get you into.
Potentially, although it depends on how long your next lesson's gonna go, because it might end during your next lesson.
Okay, whatever.
It did just start it did just start last top of the hour, so I'm gonna go catch the last bit of that. Not just a CFL fan, just fellow Canadian rooting for fellow other leagues. So it's Winnipeg versus Toronto. So. Woo!
Alright.
Next time we are going to all vote on everything, so you have to do every comp.
No.
Alright, later everyone. GG's.
Yep.
Later,
Good
GG's
luck-
Reborn, GG's X-Ray, GG's Debbie.
Good luck on your rank up series.
And feel free to drop whatever socials you want in the chat.
Oh, they already bounced. X-ray
Oh.
underscore M2H3. Twitch, please subscribe. Don't subscribe.
Please, I'm begging.
Yeah, alrighty. I'm gonna bounce. Good luck with
Alright.
it, and have fun with the rest of the stream.
See ya. Okay. This is a really aggressive comp. I like this. We have to watch out for their range, but if we can get on top of them, this could be good. It'll especially help if we can pick some of them with the Zookas beforehand. They're displaced, so they're a little bit weak right now. I'm gonna left peek them. Nice. Last one's right here on top of us, and we totally get this, right? Bunny? 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 Okay. I'll take the trade. We do need to get up there, though, and protect that clam. Because that is going to go down if it stays where it's at. I'm not liking this positioning. Alright. We had a little bit of momentum. How do we use now? Can I hit that? I can't hit that. That's unfortunate. I can hit this, though. So at least we trade. We've got a little bit more control than they do, but only by so much, and we need to not feed in. This player is out of position. No! Aw, man. I did not hit my third shot. That's on me. Good, Zuka. Let's go. Okay. So we got one flanking left, so we just need to create as much commotion as we can over here. Well. Okay, that's good points. That's good points. I'll take that. Oh, let's go. And we've got some more clams to put in, and we can super jump some more in. This is probably a dumb idea, because I'm right in the middle of everybody. We have to get off over here. It's slower to get back, but I needed to make some space between me and them. Okay, I can take one more and not have a clam. I'm hoping for a Zuka here. There we go. Okay, well, that is the weapon on their comp, that I cannot just jump shot like that. I was also missing my shots. Okay, nice stop. Let's get some clams here. Oh, well. This should be able to clean that up, but I need to get out for the missiles, and I get zooked. But that's fine, because that's a one-for-one trade that they use the special for. I'm not a huge fan of the push over the left here. I'm worried they're going to get collapsed on if we keep trying this. Well, okay. Should have seen the bomb. I did, like, make mental note of the bomb, but I was like, ooh, power clam. Okay, good save on the jump there. Just try and keep the pressure up here. We're really close to Zuka. There we go. There we go. Oh, I hit him so many times. There we go. I'm going to focus on keeping them off our teammates as they come in with more. There we go. All right, good one, good one. Yeah, they were basically on defense the entire game because we have such an aggressive comp. They needed to, like, wipe us and then push forward, and they weren't able to get forward fast enough. Hello to Charex and Congratilmons and maybe some others who said hi earlier, possibly, and Tryman. Okay. I definitely died a lot more than the rest of my team did on that game. Need to get out of the I'm holding forward outside of my role mindset, I think. Kind of just need to stop getting, like, to stop greeting for power clams and stuff in that game. Like, wait, I might be able to score, though. Nah, just stay alive. Just keep control. Aim is also not quite there. Let's slow down a little bit. Ugh, bouncy. That's better. I need to, like, lock it in place a little bit more than I am. Try not to get too tilted there, Biscuit. Remember that going in feeling bad about it is going to make you play worse. Let's see if I can... Oh, well, okay, if you're going to feed, then that's cool. Might actually be able to score on mincemeat clams. No way. Notice how I'm putting the clams in slowly? The reason I'm doing that is because it gives my team more time to get more clams from mid and feed us more clams so we can keep the basket open for longer and keep the push going. As soon as we lose that push, that's all of our scoring opportunity gone. Yep, well. We hope that this guy misses and try and kill the Stamper. And they did miss, which is cool. We like it when that happens. Well, there were two. I knew there was one. I missed the other one coming in. Alright, cool. We stopped them. I think from here, I should probably be going... Oh. I was going to say, I should probably be going over left, and that's actually what somebody else did. That's awesome. Because we don't want to all bunch up in one spot, because then we're easier to deal with, because they just, like, know where all of us are at once. What I'm always doing with these bombs is throwing them behind the opponent, and then shooting in front of them. So they're forced to either back very far up or get hit by something. It's just this machine, and they're over here. I can get a Zuka from right here without dying. That will clear up some space. Get right underneath me. No. Okay, teammates can follow up. Nice. All right, awesome. 10 tentacled the therapist. Oh man, we just need one. Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw the one! Throw the one in! Oh my god. We have to keep playing this game because of that. However, comma. Yeah. All right. Y'all ready for the enemy team reverse sweep? Stark white human. Oh, goodness. I was going to have one of those players. I cannot guarantee that I would have had any more than one of those players in that 1v3, but I was going to have one of them. All right. One more, and we are officially S+30. And we can probably sneak this one in right before the lesson starts. Although I should probably be in contact with the folks who are going to be getting the lesson. Lily Pup, I like it. I like it a lot. It's like the Pokemon. But her name is Lily. I'm out of ink. Alright, there we go. Hey, let's go! Now, are we going to do anything with this? No, but hey, I hit the shot. It was sick. Y'all saw me do it. Yeah, I was worried they were going to be there. Fortunately, I guessed correctly on where the machine was going. We are not being aggressive enough here. We have a lot of space that we could have taken there and just kind of let them back into. Where is that? Why? Okay. That's annoying. Beautifully played by my teammates. That was exactly the way you stagger aggro there. If we can keep it open for long enough, I can probably jump the pity in. Oh, let's go. Well played. We almost snuck someone else in over the top, too. Okay, that's a really strong push. That's a good start. Ooh. How are they up there? We had someone pushed up into that position, and so I figured that the E-leader couldn't stand there safely. Hit him twice. There we go. Okay, just the splash. We should be fine. Yeah, and they have revealed themselves with the power clam. And then they threw it? That's an interesting call. Where is... Okay. Where did this leader go? Oh, they're over here. My goodness, this guy's playing like a frontliner. Not in a bad way, necessarily. Just they're in a lot of positions I'm not expecting them at. I'm gonna try and sneak up this way. Charger's watching. I don't think that has to matter. Well, it kind of does matter. I was hoping for... We needed to kind of juggle aggro back and forth, and I just kind of dove in, so it wasn't the best play. Nice. Yep, there's that bomb. You throw it behind them and then paint the front of them. They try to back up, and now they're stuck. The way that you counter that bomb is by backing further up. By, like, seeing that this play is about to develop and not allowing yourself to get trapped in it by going too far in. So, it punishes impatience. They're very weak. We just need to splat them off with a clam here and we're good. They actually just backed up. That was kind of smart. Nice. But them not being there means that we can just kind of defend against the power clam holder as long as we watch it. Which is good. Oh, that's a charger. And the machine. I think I hit these. No, I don't. we do need to defend. We'll get rid of that player, and then this player. And now they shouldn't have too much that they can score with. There we go. All right, we did it. 3 for 3. Up we go. All right. So what we're doing next is this is a team lesson. I am a coach on Metafy, for those who don't know. The link tree that's been getting posted has links to that, as well as to my Patreon and my YouTube channel, TikTok, Discord server, all of that stuff. But they reserved a lesson on Metafy, and it's for their full team, and it's going to be for 2 hours. So that is what we are getting on here next. I'm going to grab all of those folks up into the chat here, and then we're going to talk about what we're going to watch. All right, we should have everybody in here. Welcome, folks. You guys are live on stream. And I am going to need to ask you guys what it is that you... I think actually, no. I think Equilibrium actually sent me a match. Yeah, you did send me a match.
Yeah, we have the VODs.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. It looks like... Okay, so I'll use the YouTube link. And all of these will, except for obviously the replay code, will have the callouts on them, correct?
That is correct.
All right, awesome. So I'm going to screen share in Discord here because that way you guys will see in real time instead of having to... That is not the correct screen. Let's shut that off for a second.
There we go. Let's see it.
Okay, cool. And now that should be correct. There we go. So now you'll be able to watch in real time, and there won't be stream delay between what I'm talking about and what you're hearing.
Nice.
So,
nice.
As
You
well
got-
as no confusion with voices.
yeah, that too. I'll probably turn the volume on the YouTube video down a bit so that there's a difference in volume, and if someone's talking louder, we know it's one of you guys. That's usually the way
That's a good idea.
it's usually the way to
I
work.
tried to balance it as best as I could with the Streamlabs voice mixer, but
Okay.
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna get audio figured out here. Not hearing anything yet from callouts.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Is that volume good on stream, chat? How do I join the chat? Is Benjamin a member of your team?
No.
All right, then they are confused about what is happening right now.
Oh no.
All right, everyone's saying it's good on stream. Cool. So I'm going to scoot the webcam over just a little bit so that I can be over here near my computer screen. And now we're set to go. So nice to meet y'all. What was the name of your team again? I don't think I caught that.
Sonata.
Sonata?
Yeah, like the music.
Oh, Sonata. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Welcome, my musical squid folk.
Glad to be here.
So I'll skip ahead a little bit so that we can see both team comps. So we've got V-Blaster, Dapple Doolies, Splash, and E-Leader versus their Hydra, 96, Range Blaster, and Splash. Okay. The immediate thing that I'm thinking for your team is I'm just a little bit worried about paint. The Dapples seem like they paint more than they do, but they have such short range, and you have to move in between when you're like putting paint down and getting to the next spot where you can put paint down. So they actually don't paint as much as people often think they do, and then so it's just the splash. The E-liter does paint well if it tries to, but it doesn't try too often because it's trying to hit shots, and then there's a blaster. So that's a slight concern that I have, but it's kind of mitigated by the fact that they have an E-liter, a 96, and a range blaster. 96 paints okay a little bit sometimes, kind of. Range blaster does not paint well at all, and Hydra would paint well if it were able to keep painting, but it has to charge for like 3 seconds before it can paint again. So a lot of the time, its output is significantly reduced by that. So very similar.
Yeah,
in terms
there's
of
a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
Is this a tournament set, a scrim? Can it be
This
open?
was speed ladder. Last
Gotcha.
Sunday.
Okay. Do you know the name of the other team by any chance?
No, not right offhand.
Okay, gotcha. Well, let's see how this goes.
All right, let's go.
And this is from the Splash player's perspective, right? This isn't spec cam or anything?
Yes, this is from my perspective.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, I like the map check. I would probably be map checking maybe once or twice here, a little bit early on, just to see where they're like early on before you have to worry about them. You want to look for what gear they're wearing, so look for your opposing players' ninja squids and their maybe drop rollers if they have any, things like that, or things that might give you a hint at like how those players intend to play. Like if you see quick respawn or something on this splash, then you'll know they're going to play a lot more aggressive. If you see special charge or something, then you know they're going to be playing around crab more, that kind of idea. But we do
let's
go
go.
for the map check here.
Oh.
One thing that I would like to hear, and maybe this is a conversation that happened before the match started, but I would like to hear people talking about where they intend to roll out and like what they want to do if they get pop, what they want to do after pop, that kind of like in the next 15 seconds, what am I expecting to happen? That helps a lot with coordination. That makes it so that, I mean, I guess it's Rainmaker, so you're probably going to be going for the pop if you can get it. But by now, a team that I'm on would already have had a conversation like either they probably get pop or we can go for pop, something like that. What you want to do is look at the enemy team comp and think, does that comp paint the Rainmaker shield better than mine does? If they do paint the shield better than yours does, then instead of going for the Rainmaker pop, which you're probably just going to lose, and then you're not going to have any paint to speak of, because you were all shooting in the same direction, and you're more easily flanked because you don't have as much vision. If you're not going to get pop, what you can do is spread out, fan out a little bit more, paint more of the map, and then you'll counteract the fact that they get a lot of special charge from the Rainmaker explosion by everyone on your team getting a little bit more special charge in the meantime. So that's the typical counterplay against the team that is going to outpaint you. Here, though, I would guess that you guys can definitely win this pop. This isn't as important a pop as it is on some maps because of the explosion won't go out as far because it's on top mid like this, I believe. Yeah. So it's not the biggest deal if you don't end up getting it, but if you can get it, try to get it, because it typically gives you basically a full specials worth to work with for the push that follows. Like, it gives you about 70% if it paints everything of your special meter. And you can use that one basically free special for whoever it is that ends up getting it off of the pop to accelerate your push into mid and be able to start pushing them back.
Can we pop? No, maybe?
Let him pop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that conversation, like, can we pop? Let them pop it, would be something that I'd want to be having before we get to the Rainmaker shield, because by the time we got there, the Dapples were already pushing on right instead of trying to pop. So the Dapples are your by far highest DPS that you're going to have on the shield. Like, it's the third best in the entire game. And so if you're going to try and go for pop, you need the dapples there working on that with you. Because the blaster is not going to do squat for it. And the E-leader is going to want to be trying to get picks and get to a position and whatnot. And so they'll probably help a little bit, but not a ton. So it's those two weapons especially that we want on it. And if we're going to go for it, that's something we want to know before we get to mid so that that's like not something we're reacting to. It's something that we're planning for. The dapples going off to the right is a play that I would want them to be calling. Frontliners in general, every single time you're going to like push out towards enemy ink, like you're going to try and take space, you're going to try and push an enemy player out of the way, you're going for a fight, like any sort of aggressive play that is taking space instead of keeping yourself alive and painting for special, I want all of those called out. I want your team to know exactly what you're thinking about where you're going to push. Because you're the one who's going to initiate fights, and they're the ones who have to follow up on those fights. So if they know where those fights are, instead of having to like look out on the map, process that information, and react to them, that will save them time, and they'll be able to keep you alive more often if they do that. For example, if you'd called that you were pushing right, the splash here could have maybe, instead of going for pop, swam to the right, peeked around the right side of mid, and thrown a burst bomb at whoever was fighting you. So that's something that like might have been able to come in as a means of support. But I would say before the Rainmaker is popped, to be a little bit more cautious maybe, just because they're going to have paint over in that area. And so especially once they get pop, now they're looking for, okay, where is the enemy team and what can we do about them? And if you're isolated from the team when that happens, then that's a dangerous position to be in.
96.
From here, knowing that we're one down, I would definitely, as the splash, be, first of all, getting my camera on the middle of the map so I can see where the opposing players are. You can see my mouse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, cool. I would definitely be trying to get my camera focused towards middle a little bit more. The part of the map that you're looking at is the part that is all your color. You can't see what's going on elsewhere. You can't see how far the opponents are pushing. Maybe someone's like running for the Rainmaker right now, and they're going to pick it up, and you're going to be surprised by that, and they're going to get to first check before you know it. That sort of thing can happen if you're not collecting information more proactively.
6 on the right.
Okay.
Nice pick. You spot them
Alright,
from the
hydro down.
wall.
On the right.
Okay.
96 on the right.
Okay.
So this play goes disproportionately well because
Alright, hydro
this was a
down.
2v3 fight and we went 2 for 2 in it. So that's more than you would expect for that to get you. So you guys got the jump on someone, you were able to get that pick cleanly, and then the trades happen and you end up 2 for 2. If you have that fourth player alive when you get a fight like that, now you have an advantage because you have one extra player who's trading back, and so instead of going 2 for 2, maybe you're going 3 for 2, or maybe you're going 2 for 1, and you've got an advantage here. So it's not the worst fight to have taken. It doesn't like lose you the game or lose you position or anything. But it does stagger you in a way that you didn't need to if you had just waited for the dapples to come back.
And I'm down.
Okay.
Also, being a 2v3 situation there, first of all, always remember that there's a Hydra on the other team. And so, like, even if you're like, oh, I only see 2 people in my immediate vicinity, if you haven't checked for where the Hydra is, then you have to anticipate that there might be someone else involved. But all of that aside, what could have happened here is we could have lost the 2v3 and now they have an advantage and we're staggered for longer. What we really want to do whenever we're going one down, especially early on, is just let that player get back in and get specials so that when they get back, we have a special, we can pop that special, and we can take back the space that we lost and have all 4 players again.
Okay.
All right. They have vac.
All right, have some pretty safe jumps here. We did a good job painting around the side there. with the range blaster looking at us, we don't want to just, because this range blaster is hitting us, we don't want to just move to the side. We also want to get back out of their range. And if they'd tracked you a little better, they probably could have followed you and gotten that second shot that they needed. They are following you now, and dropping over the ledge is a little bit hasty here. So first of all, we know that there's nobody in front of us, and we know that the blaster's right here. And now everyone's looking at us like,
down. Back on.
we need to jump back. Okay. And this comes down to just collecting information. From the position we're in, we can't really tell everything that's going on in mid. We can't tell everybody who's looking at us. And since this is coordinated play, we know that this player is going to call out our positions. So they're going to call 2 on right, 2 on right. Well, a Hydra is going to be looking over from that really quickly that way. So we probably want to play it a bit safer here. We do get forced out here, but like what I want you doing is getting behind the spinner here if you don't have access to all of your plat just yet. And using that for cover until you can kind of figure things out. Because what we end up doing is getting over here and crowding our dapples. We're kind of standing on exactly the same spot. What we prefer to happen for taking a fight is to have people coming in from 2 different angles. We want to be close enough to each other that we can help each other, but not so close that a single blaster is going to hit both of us at the same time. And that is a risk of the position that we're in right now. And so we try to move. One of us doesn't get out, the other one does, but now at this point you're not returning fire, you just want to super jump out. Because there are 2 players collapsing on you, you're isolated from the rest of your team, you've dropped over a ledge, so now your weapon isn't going to have range on them before they're directly next to you. You probably just want to get out of there.
Yeah.
And specifically you want to get as close up to that ledge as possible, so it's as difficult as possible for the opponent to hit shots on you before you jump. The way that you run away here,
I'm down.
you're moving yourself actually more into their line of sight. Like, you're further from cover here than you were up against the wall there. So, in general, with the frontline stuff, we want to be a little bit more patient about when we go in. And then when we go in, we want to be making those decisive kinds of plays like we were making on the left-hand side. And I need to be hearing a lot more from you guys about what plays you're looking for in order for me in this position to be able to do something with that. So I want to hear, like, stay safe, wait out the vac, or going in on left, someone's isolated, or, you know, those kinds of calls that will give everyone an idea of what the play is overall, of what, like... Because when I say 1 left isolated pushing them, that tells my entire team what they can do next. I'm not just saying 1 left, because that doesn't necessarily mean... Does that mean that we should run away from the one who's on left because we're in a bad position right now? Does that mean we should push them? We might do 2 different things at the same time. So ideally, you want verbs being called out, not just, positions. Not just like, there's one who is here, but here's what we do about them. And those call-outs, I haven't been hearing an awful lot so far. But we'll keep going and see what we can find.
I'm down. Back on.
Yeah. Try to super jump
Easy way
back.
breaker.
They haven't picked it up yet, so
Yeah. It was a little bit slow of them to not pick it up.
now they should do.
Yeah.
So you guys do
Alright, 1 down.
get away with it there a little bit.
Oh, now they should do.
Yeah.
Alright, 1 down.
Okay, so it looks like you're trying to prevent them from jumping across by making sure that this stays painted. You gotta watch out, because in any situation where they get advantage, the Hydra is going to try and take top mid if they can, if they're not worried about the E-leader somewhere. And the range blaster has been doing this before in the game, so we want to make sure that we're keeping ourselves safe from that. But if we coordinate this a little bit, is Vic the blaster or the E-leader player?
I'm the elite.
Sorry, I don't know voices to names yet. Are you
No,
Vic?
it's okay. Yeah, I'm Vic.
Okay, so Vic is the E-leader. Okay, so this is not a player who's gonna like push them on the left,
Yeah.
but maybe getting
one
the
down.
attention of the Hydra will allow them to take maybe 1 slightly more aggressive shot before backing up behind cover or something. But a really good call is actually Hydra's looking at me, because that tells everybody that for at least a second or so, the Hydra is going to have to like react to whatever you do if you make a move elsewhere on the map that's in their line of sight. And that's something that can like let the team get in, like the leader fire an extra shot off. So that's a really useful call to be making. Booyah incoming.
I'm down.
I always try to call Booyah incoming so that people are looking out for it. Sometimes people don't see it on the heads-up display or don't see the player rising up in the air. And if that Booyah catches someone off guard, that's one of the easiest ways for someone to get picked. Just like, oh, I didn't realize there was a Booyah, I'm down.
I'm down.
There was someone up over the top here. I'm very nervous right now as the splash about being collapsed on. We are down 2 players to 4, and we know that there's at least someone in front of this right here. So if we're going to do something, it has to be very safe.
Blaster's near the
Let's see if this
Blaster
ends up
near
working
the
for us.
checkpoint.
Alright, got.
We're able to get 1 for 1. I almost want to say that this isn't worth it because this leaves the team in a 2v3 still. As a general rule, what trading maintains the status quo. That is, it keeps things the way that they currently are. So if you're trading and you're already behind, like they have a strong position, they're further forward, that keeps them in that position unless it leads to a double wipeout. And even then, they're going to make it back out on the map at about the same time you are, and they're going to be able to take more space than you will. So what you might want to do here, and it might be a situation where you have to trade the Rainmaker, and trading the Rainmaker is the one exception to that rule, because trading the Rainmaker is actually more beneficial to you than it is to them. You get, they're pushed back to their spawn, whereas you are closer to where the Rainmaker is, because if they're pushing, then your spawn is closer to the Rainmaker, to the action. So defensively, trading the Rainmaker gives you a slight advantage in that you're able to actually get a player back in sooner than they are, and you buy extra time for the team because they now have to repop the shield, and they have to do that from a player down from what they were before. So that's one exception.
So would popping crab even be worth it here at all? Or
My
would just
thought is
trading
jump
the
back to
Rainmaker-
spawn and get the crab out in a position where the rest of the team is able to defend better and you're safer. Because being up this close to them lets the blaster hit these shots over the top. Whereas even if you just like run away in front of them here and they're not able to chase you fast enough and you crab from a little further back, now you're still suppressing them, but the range blaster can't get as close to you. Jumping back to spawn is also a valid option.
Okay.
Oh, they're really good with that back, like blocking the ring.
So somebody got up over the top right, and that is something that if you're seeing, you want to be calling like immediately, because that's not a place you expect to see opponents unless I don't know, maybe I did miss that someone was calling that out, but let me listen for it.
Oh, they're really good with that back.
Like, at this point, as soon as I see this splash in my upper right here, I'm looking at that because anything that's the wrong color on the peripherals of my screen, immediate attention, alarm bells. And I'm calling one top right, one top right, one top right, because we need Vic to not get flanked by this.
Blocking the Rainmaker.
I don't think I saw it just like straight
Alright,
up.
Blaster
I think that was the.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the reason why it wasn't called out.
If that player had splatted anyone, for example, and they could see it on the kill cam, that would definitely be a time to call it out as well. Because that flank does a lot of damage here. And now this is a position where they probably get popped because they have a better painting weapon. The blaster should be able to hold its own in a 1v1, but it can't outpaint this. And so they're going to be able to at least pop this and get a whole bunch of paint inside your base, which is already bad.
I'm down. using crab.
This is probably not a position you want to push. You don't have a way to do damage to them, and they just popped this as far as I'm aware. So you're going to have to survive in front of them for like 6 or 7 seconds with them rapid firing at you.
Nice, one down.
They probably should have collapsed on that a lot sooner, because it looks like they do have support from behind them. While like you do end up getting it, and like great job for trading that and also getting rid of the impact that the crab is going to have. I feel like they shouldn't have let you get away with that. Like the crab should have been calling help plat, and like those shots should have come over a lot sooner.
Yeah, rewatching that
Okay,
was
when it
way
hits
too
Hydra.
risky of me to do.
One on the left.
There's 2 in mid.
If only
So what you want to be doing from here is collecting information about what's going on the map and seeing like where the fights are happening, so that as soon as you land, you already know where you want to be going.
On the left.
Because what I'm seeing here is we're getting down, and then we're painting our feet, and we're looking, and oh, there's a fight over here, but I'm too far away, and I try to throw a burst bomb at it. Like, everything's happened. And I don't know if you could have had an impact on this, but you're not moving toward it decisively enough to where if that hesitation had made a difference, you would have made it there in time. So try to have a plan by the time you're landing. And I think, in general, I'm hearing not too much in terms of play calling being made over the comms. So, like, right now, like, we've got a lot that we can work with. We've got a wave breaker and we've got a tacticooler. We're going to have all 4 members up in a second. But we've already got one on the backside of mid, and then we've got one on far left. They're very isolated from each other. And if we want to be as successful as possible, we want to be bringing those 2 players together so that they're in the same fight. So if I'm one of these like frontliners here,
Mid, it's Hydra.
one in mid, it's Hydra,
One on the left.
and one on left, those are location callouts, which might infer what it is you're looking at and what you're probably going to try doing next. But at a certain point, there should be like a go, go, go kind of call out, or like a push left, or help left, or something like that, to get everyone looking at the same fight, to get everyone participating in the same fight, so that we're on the same page and we're not going to go in one at a time.
There's 2 in mid.
It's like this, there's 2 in mid, sounds like a I'm trying to get my bearings call out. Whereas if we'd already had a fight on left kind of call out, a call out that lets us know where the fight's happening, you are already looking in the right spot and taking the same engagement your teammates are.
if only
Cutter
it
Hydra.
was a bubbler.
I got
Right now I'd be calling, I've got crab, and I'd want you to be figuring out where you can best use that crab from. Like, how can you get the most immediate value out of that? That might be if you had more teammates up, like maybe you crab on one side of mid and they push in from the other, so that you're locking one side out and your teammates know that they only have to focus on one side. That can be a good play, especially with a tacticooler rush. You could be trying to get it up to high ground and suppressing the Hydra so that they can't attack the rest of your team. But right now we're in a 2v2 situation, and so there's not a lot that we can do with it right off the bat.
Alright, got blasted.
Hooded with Gal.
So the reaction to that might have been the tiniest bit slower than it would have been for me, but I mean, you do catch it and you do trade it. Unfortunately, though, this trade is not worth it for you, because they lose someone who just super jumped in. You lose a crab tank.
Alright, got blasted. Traded with
So in that situation where we are, especially when we are 2v2, there's no clear advantage state, and you may well be separated from your teammates, because a lot of the time what happens is like somebody is going to die on one side of the map, and then someone else is going to die on another side of the map, and the 2 players that are remaining maybe were paired with those players, and now they're on the opposite end of the map from the teammate who's remaining. So they can't necessarily rely on having support from their teams if they end up taking another fight. It might just end up being a 1v1. Since there is a jump here, that means that there is somebody else in this area, and this could easily have been a 2v1 that just ends up with you getting picked clean. So what you want to be doing in this situation where it's kind of this 2v2 is, yes, getting paint can be helpful and like getting special charge and stuff, but you already have your special charge. So all you're getting from that is like information or forward pressure. And you don't want to be trying to put on forward pressure yet because you don't know where people are. They could be sharking and there's no one to back you up and trade you back if you go in on this. So instead of pushing forward still and trying to get this kind of paint area under control when you're even like that, I would instead be working towards finding my teammate and getting together with them so that if a fight does happen, we're at max strength in that position. Don't want to get like super close and right on top of them or anything, but get to a position where it's like, if either of us gets in a fight, we can definitely help each other out in that.
So ideally, I would have called on when I was on the left with the crab, saying I'm popping crab, flank right, or something like that.
If you wanted to make the crab play then, sure. I don't think you need to make the crab play then, though.
Okay.
Because using the crab in a 2v2, the most that you do is splat 2 people. But then there are 2 more people who are going to be up. Whereas if you use the crab when all 4 are up, first of all, the rest of your team is there and able to do something. Like you're actually going to have follow-up on that crab instead of just one other person who, as soon as they go down, you're alone. But secondly, you're having an impact shoving back more of the enemy team that way. And during a situation where you're more likely to score. So I would save that crab and get back together with my teammate, try to collect as much information as I can from a safe distance, and then wait for the rest of the team to come back in so that we can play neutral again. Because 2v2, there's no clear advantage. This is a neutral state. Your team might be able to play a little bit faster because of Dapple's beacons. I haven't seen if there are any of those set up right now, but if there are, then maybe that's an option. But otherwise, oh no, because they're just spawning back in, so you probably don't have any of those yet. So maybe if they're able to get back in, you can push the pace a little faster once you have your numbers up and they're still getting back into mid. But the time to push, I don't think, is right now, because you don't know where your other teammate even is. You haven't seen it on the map. Nobody's made any calls. So I have no reason to believe, based on what's been happening right here, right now, that you even know where the blaster player is.
Alright, that blaster, traded with him.
So they came around on the left. And again, we're taking separate fights. So there's a fight happening on the left and a fight happening on the right. Whenever you do that, you're basically flipping a coin. You're flipping a coin like, am I going to be able to win this 1v1, and is it in fact just a 1v1? So it's even worse than a coin flip, really, because you're isolating yourself from your teammate who could help you and trade back with this. And if this fight goes well, then you get that fight win, but maybe this other fight doesn't go well and it ends up being even despite the fact that you won it. If you run in here and realize, oh wait, this player has another teammate with them that I didn't see, now you're in a 2v1 instead of being in a 2v2, and that's a worse situation. So more often than not, you end up in a losing position if you take fights separately rather than calling, here is the fight that I am taking, help me with this fight. In general, you only ever want to be having one major committed engagement at a time anywhere on the map. So maybe, if you're all like in range of each other and you're attacking one player and your teammate is attacking another, that can make sense. But in the general case, like, you want these two players to be close to each other and focusing on the same targets when they can, instead of taking two separate engagements in two separate places. It's just a higher likelihood of success if you're coordinating those fights, and that's where the callouts come in. Taking these separate engagements, the only way that you're able to win an advantage out of these is if both of you individually win your 1v1s and nobody else collapses on this from the other team. That's the only way that this goes well. Otherwise, it ends up just being a trade, and a trade is not really what you want right now. You want to be able to hit them at full strength because you need to get a really good, solid push going.
Alright, one down.
Nice.
Okay.
And that is exactly what happens, actually. We end up in... one of us wins the 1v1, and then one of us trades. So actually, this is a slight advantage in our favor. But we still don't have the forward pressure we would have had if they had just taken both of those fights together. Now this is great. You spot that they're going to be attacking the Rainmaker, and so you take advantage of the fact that they're exposing themselves a little bit too much over the plat there. Now, I think that there are absolutely things that these players could have done to avoid this. Knowing that there was this much yellow ink down here, knowing that one of their teammates had just lost a fight down here, they probably should have checked this a little bit more carefully, painted a little bit more defensively. And so they're getting punished for that, but it is a good thought to think, like, they're going to be focused on the Rainmaker. Let's come at them from a different angle than that.
Go.
Now, what's important right now is that we get someone in front of the Rainmaker carrier when we can. And that was one of the disadvantages of losing the player who was up here. The Rainmaker, as a general rule, is always going to get stopped by the first player that it runs into on the enemy team. They're always going to be able to stop that player. You want to count on that, like, because a Rainmaker is super slow. It has a super slow fire rate. Yes, it has lethal shots, but they also know exactly where it is. They have wall hacks on it. So it's probably just going to get stopped immediately as soon as any enemy player is in range to do so, and there's not someone stopping that enemy player from doing it. So the job of the front line in Rainmaker is to get in front of the Rainmaker so that nobody ever does run into the Rainmaker carrier. They run into you first. And then the Rainmaker is able to provide supporting fire, and now it feels like a proper like 2v1, a proper advantage state for you. So you getting that pick from underneath is great, but from here there's no way that you can get up to where the Rainmaker is trying to push. So as soon as you get that pick, I want you maybe rolling around the right-hand side here to get onto the enemy plat, or it might be safe to get up the top mid and trying to jump over from there, but that means turning your back to the enemy plat for a while, and that means jumping across a really exposed area. Depending on how the situation is, you might just want to run over to the right ramp instead.
I take it.
One coming, two coming. Go.
So we get this pick, and we get another one. But notice how the Rainmaker is going in by itself. If there were anyone in the way, they would have been able to stop it. And you wouldn't have been able to flush them out. And they did almost get there in time. This is probably a good trade. It lets your team maintain this position. You know, you have a big bubbler out. You're going to be able to hunker down, and you kept this threat from getting up over the top and getting to your teammates. So now we want to jump back in and see if we can keep this push going.
Okay.
Alright, so we're jumping in.
It's okay. We had 3 different ideas there. I think I heard someone say back up, and I heard an acknowledgement, okay. So the Rainmaker did back up. Then this player rushed in right away. This player went in around the right-hand side to get in position to flank it. But this play is retreat. This play is push now. And then this play is push in a second. I think the Rainmaker kind of wanted to back up a little bit. And I like this play a lot. This push is probably a lot too early. What we want to do here is like let the bubble stall for us long enough to get our 4th player in. And then once we got our 4th player in, we send somebody in from the left and somebody in from the right and put Rainmaker shots out. And that should give us more space to work with. What we also want to do is take the time as the Dapples, since we have a little bit of a moment here, we want to take the time to put beacons down, because that gives us faster ways back onto the enemy plat, even if there's no safe jump available to teammates. It also makes it so that once the opposing team is starting to push back out, that the first thing they're going to have to do before they're able to get more control of mid is clear the beacons, and that's going to take them some time to go from one point to another and clear those, while you guys can just roll straight out into mid. So I think we want to be playing a little bit more supportively here in this particular situation than to just rush forward. We want to get set up. We want to get our tacticooler out. We want to get everybody in position so that when we do go for this push, if we go down, we can jump back in quicker, especially to the beacons, and we're going to be able to have like a sustained forward offensive instead of rushing into minor skirmishes here and there and never really making enough of a hole in the defense for the Rainmaker to slip through.
I'm down.
So I like what we're doing here. We're holding our ground as much as we can and trying to create safe spaces for our teammates to slip into. This is really good. Pre-firing that player is totally fine because they were overextending. They didn't have teammates pushing up on the other side with them. If there was a player coming from the right-hand side while that player was pushing you, now that's a lot less safe, but we could see that that was not the case because as we came around here, this was all painted up. And we can see around the corner there that there's nobody rushing us.
Nice one down.
So we get one.
Nice.
And so now, this would actually be a phenomenal time to get a crab tank. If you can find enough ink to get up on top of top mid here and crab tank, now you can force them way back. And that would be a play that would shove them out. Rushing forward into here,
Okay.
you might get another
I'm
pick or
down.
two, but you're not going to create the space that the Rainmaker needs to get forward. Because this area is a kill zone here. Like, you've got people who can shoot you from the top left, you've got people who can shoot you from the top right, and you've got people who can shoot you from the middle. You need to start removing options from them so that you're keeping them from making that kind of a pincher play. A pincer movement from pinching you. I always combine those two, and I just call it a pincher movement. Pinch, 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 pinch. It's St. Patrick's Day, and you're not wearing green. Yeah, anyway, so if you get a crab tank up on the top of the spinner there, you can maybe deny them the ability to attack from the top left. And now that lets someone get behind this pillow and start right side peeking this area and really narrowing the cone that they control on the map. That's one idea. Another idea would be to use the crab to clear this player from here, or if you had gotten up there in time, maybe you could have just shredded the booyah with the crab. Maybe you get some picks with the crab, and that lets you just knock on the front door really hard and push it through there. But you're going to go down here, and now the crab tank is charged, but it's too late because you went down without using it.
You're coming in.
So
I'm gonna die if I'm down.
this is, yeah, I would just assume dead push there already. Oh, wow.
One
All
down.
right.
Go, go, go.
Well,
go. Push, push, push.
Tacticaler came up huge there because you didn't lose the crab. I forgot that you had the Tacticaler on, and so as soon as you land, you're able to pop this. Now, this is like, I'm surprised you didn't die from this jump. But hey, it's Tacticaler.
Yeah.
That's what you ran it for, and that's what you ended up getting.
There's one behind it.
And so this crab play is able to single-handedly save the push. Now, you want to watch out immediately for this player who's behind you. Let's see if we survive that.
One by
I
the
like
other.
this. I like this. What we probably want to do there is skirmish long enough for a teammate to get there and try and help you. So be like, they're pushing me back of plat, push, and try to get Okami to maybe come in and shoot them in the back. You have a very limited amount of time for that to work because the opponents are going to respawn soon, but once you're in that position, that's probably the way that you win that fight because they outrange you here. But we still probably have numbers advantage here. We can at least group on the ramp.
Got
I'm
one.
down.
Okay, that's a fair trade. Ah, darn.
I'm
Okay.
backing up.
And they make a special push out.
Last-
So the general trend that I'm noticing so far is that we're never bringing our full force to bear against the enemy team. We're never getting everyone grouped and getting a special or two, popping that special and all going in with that special. The specials are kind of getting fired in one-off situations without being called out, and a lot of fights are being engaged on without being called out. So instead of having like everyone looking at the same fight and everyone taking the same fight and having the best chance of winning it, we're kind of letting it come down to individual plays, basically. We're making it so that each one person is making their own decisions based on what they see. It's very solo queue in terms of how decisions are being made. Yes, you've got like information on enemy positions, but there wasn't really a conversation about how that push was going to work. We heard maybe like back up once, but we didn't hear use the bubble to get beacons down, or we didn't hear I'm pushing in on left, push right with me. We didn't hear I'm close to crab, wait for crab before we do anything. Like all of those give your teammates ideas for how you're about to play it and for how they should play based on that. And that's something that I want to hear a lot more, and that's something we'll probably work on.
If I'm down.
Alright, nice. Pop crab.
There's one behind us.
Okay. So 96 gets us... yeah, that's about as far forward as Vic can probably
Play
be
safe.
safely.
Don't rush.
Got
I'm
one.
down.
I'm
Down.
backing up. Got blaster.
Nice shot. I like the I'm backing up call out. That gives your team the knowledge that they do not have your support for now. So I like hearing that, more of that sort of thing, so that, especially in the frontline pair, that's really useful. Like, I'll always try to call, I've got to stay, like, I've got to heal, I've got to take cover, or something like that, when I'm getting hurt too much, so that my teammate knows, like, they can't expect me to try and trade back for them. That's really helpful.
I know. It's 3v3s.
We do not want the Dapples to be pushing in right now. The only player who's up with them is the E-leader, and if they end up taking a fight, they're almost alone. There are a lot of angles where they could dive into that Vic will not be able to see and help with. So we might want to be like working on getting some beacons up in the meantime, or pinning for special or something. But trying to engage a fight directly on the right now, there's just too much firepower that the enemy team has up for us to expect to be able to win that ourselves.
Keep it back.
So it looks like we do kind of hole up in the corner there, but
Gotcha.
like somebody's fighting on right. Like I would want to hear, even though the Dapples ends up winning these two very cleanly right away, I would love to hear them calling pushing right, so that people can at least look at it and maybe trade back if it doesn't go as well as they think they will. Also, if you call pushing right, now the splash knows to rotate around and be up there with you once that fight is won to take their plat quicker. Because now you're like, oh, wait, they're two down. What am I doing here? I need to get up in front of the Rainmaker already.
Music on top.
I'm cooler.
I heard that as I am cooler, like I am cooler than them, and I think that is a really good call out that you should continue to include in your team play.
Watch out for Booyah.
Oh shit.
So that's
There's
two down.
Well, one down.
Here we're we see that this player is coming this way, and we see that their ink is in this arrangement, so they basically have to move on this line. So just use that line to guide your aim, get it on where they're going to have to be, and start pre-firing
There's
this.
two down.
Because your shots are missing from behind them, and that's not stopping them from moving anywhere. They
no,
might actually be
one
able to
down.
slip around under different
Go, go, go,
circumstances.
go, go.
Nice.
Nice trade.
Go, go, go.
That'll be lead. That'll be lead. That should be
Nice.
game.
Okay.
Not quite.
Alright, one down. Using
From here, just go for pop immediately. Like, I
bubble.
don't know what we're looking at back
so
here.
Keep him pushed back.
We know that we got a wipe,
Alright,
right?
one down.
And the very first thing that anyone who comes up from that
Nice.
wipe is going to do is attack the Rainmaker.
Okay, I'm down.
So, like,
Alright, one down.
there isn't going to be anybody behind you.
Using bubbler.
Alright, so just keep him pushed back. I got. Okay.
I'm pushing
Oh,
back.
were we trying to paint for crab? Was that it?
Yeah, I was trying to pin
Using
for crab
bubbler?
to.
I feel like in that
Teleport.
position, you
Okay,
want
I'm
to
down.
be... So
Alright,
they
one down.
traded. You have numbers on them right now. Use these numbers to just get the Rainmaker pop right now and, you know, clear up any enemy ink that's around and put yourselves in a position where you can fight them more easily. Even if you don't want to pick the Rainmaker up right now, get the pop at least, because that secures you the paint. That will definitely give you your crab tank if you're the one who fires the last shot, and then you can use the crab tank from there and like make the more decisive play. But right now is when you have the numbers advantage over the pop, and you're not going to have that for long since they're respawning. So we want to just focus the pop right now and get this popped as soon as we possibly can.
Using bubbler.
The fact that we don't, and that it's just the blaster who's shooting at this,
Alright, so
means that they are actually able to contest the pop. And look, they end up getting it. That splats one person, then we get splatted. Like, if we get that pop, we force them back, and we have control of this area still.
I'm pushing back a little.
Hey, just
Okay.
fall back.
Yeah, at this point, we do have to fall back.
There's about
We're
40
just gonna
seconds.
swim in. They pop crab on. So I would call. They popped crab on right. That's a pretty early special pop. If we don't drop over the right hand side, that crab really doesn't get anything done, because the Rainmaker has to get all the way across mid still. So it can kind of just like crab itself out, and we just kind of sit back and let it not really have that much of an impact. And then once the crab is done, we probably have more resources than they do to push back in. So, but two of us end up going down. It looks like somebody did actually rush out right, and we don't even hear that that's happening. Oh, there's still someone over here. Wait, did they just stay there the whole time? What happens here? Why is there someone on the right there? So that's Okami down there. Oh, so they actually shark around to the right. Was that called pushing crab? Is that what I heard?
There's about 40 seconds.
Crab.
I think they said using crab. Until I turn and look over here, I have no idea that Okami is actually over here on the right-hand side. Part of that, you know, you were checking your map on the way out, so possibly you could have map checked for that. But that's something that, like, I want Okami calling out if they're going in. Because if Okami calls, I'm pushing right, I would call, we're not with you, back up. I would call, like, that we don't want them to be doing that, because this is very isolated now. Okami almost certainly goes down to this. Yeah, Okami goes down, and we end up actually getting splatted by the crab, unfortunately. So, as a team in general, like, if a special gets popped early enough that it's not in a position where we need to contest it right now, because you guys have lead and they only have 45 seconds left on the clock, you can just let that fizzle out. Like, if they pop a Booyah Bomb and you're, like, nowhere that you are in danger, don't put yourself in danger. Just, like, wait for the Booyah Bomb to be done, paint over it, and be like, cool special, bro. That was very helpful to you and your team. I'm glad that you used it then.
Down.
Pop crab.
Nice.
I think you probably had a better chance of getting... So there's a player up on top mid here. I bet you can get that player. The player down here is going to be harder because they can, like, get down behind this lip here and make it difficult for you to see where they went.
Nice.
With this player up here, not only are they the blaster, which is slower moving, but they have to, like, drop down to be safe from there. And they're also the biggest threat to you in that special.
Keep him from popping it.
Nice, and you end up finding him. All right, so they didn't respect the crab either. In general, like, whenever a crab goes out, if you can respect it, if you can just, like, not be in the way of it, then that's the #1 play to go for. Obviously, if you're like right up close to it and they don't know you're there and you can flank it, then yeah, take it out. But most of the time, like, just don't challenge the crab if you don't have to. Just, like, let it crab where it's going to crab and find cover from it and wait it out. Or, like, if you have a special that's specifically there to counter it, like a Booyah Bomb or something, then yeah, launch that special at it. But both teams here, like, the range blaster there because they were sitting in a very exposed part of mid, and you guys earlier when they popped their crab, both teams here aren't really doing that, and so they're just going down to crab unnecessarily in positions where, like, they don't really need to displace the crab. They don't need the crab out of the way to do what they need to do right now. Their job right now is to get back into mid and, like, get a fight win. And so if you pop a crab, well, they need to get a fight win. So they don't want to fight the crab because they're unlikely to win against the crab. They want to fight one of the other teammates somewhere else. So them being exposed to the crab is just not where they want to be. But you guys being exposed to their crab, like, you're not playing your lead by trying to rush in against that. What you want to be doing is, like, sitting back and waiting for a better moment to fight because they've already played their hand too early.
One name it, nice.
So the crab ends up getting a lot of value from your side. You get that range blaster down. There are 10 seconds left. I would not have picked it up in the first place. I guess, well, did they pop it or did we pop it? What happens here?
We popped it.
Keep 'em from
Gotcha.
popping
We want to keep them from popping it. We don't want to have it. Having it, so the way that Rainmaker Overtime works is in the last 15 seconds, if the winning team is splatted with the Rainmaker, it triggers an automatic overtime. So you guys picking it up here means that if they splat that Rainmaker carrier, they get overtime for free, and you're one member down. Instead, what I would consider doing here is just keeping the Rainmaker shield unpopped, but like painted heavily your color in mid. It's up against a wall, so even if they do pop it, the explosion will be mitigated somewhat by hitting this wall, and it'll only paint in like a semicircle around this. So it's going to give you like a relatively low amount of paint for popping it. So it's not like they can use it as a weapon or something like that. And if you guys just keep yourselves safe and try to put stuff in between them and the Rainmaker shield, or just like focus on painting it if they focus on painting it, then you're going to be able to stop the game from going into overtime in the first place. What, was there a question or something?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. By the way, like, feel free to interrupt me with anything that I am saying. Like, you have full carte blanche, just like, you got a question, barge in. It's totally fine.
Noted.
Oka. Oka, did you want to say something, or is your mic not working?
If your mic
The
is
silence is deafening.
if your mic isn't working, say yes. Okay, their mic is working.
Sorted.
All right. Well, if we need, I'll let them DM you guys, and you guys can convey that to me from there.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay,
We'll be
dokie.
good.
One down.
One near mid. Nice. I'm going to take it, to be honest.
Hydra's up on their plat.
I was worried about the take there, especially because the Hydra's watching this right now. Like, you've got to get this away and like behind mid here. And what I would be doing here is just hiding the. Huh? Yes.
Try removing her, then add her back in.
Oh,
We're
okay.
talking about Orca, yeah.
Oka is banished. Oka is returned.
Please. Oh my
Can
Well,
I
I-
be heard?
There we go.
Yeah, there they are.
Yay!
Sorry, I don't know.
guess.
I don't actually know people's pronouns. Are you Okami?
I'm fine with anything, to be honest. I don't really care.
All right, there we go. So Okami means wolf, so that means it,
Yeah.
right? No. No. So Okami is the one I think who picks this up. Did you have a question or something to say?
No, I was mentioning about when
Here, I need
you
to
were
turn it down a
asking
little
if
bit.
I was.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I just needed to turn you down a little bit. Your mic was coming through louder than the others.
Oh, sorry.
No worries, no worries. That's my bad.
So I was saying that. Ah, crap. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
When you were asking about if I was saying, blanking crab or not, I was just warning them that there was a crab active.
Gotcha. Yeah. So from that position, you might have wanted to super jump out, but we're not at that position anymore. We are here.
Alright.
So I think the idea right now that your team wants to go for, now that you have picked it up, like I said, I would not have wanted to pick it up, but now that you have picked it up, you're not trying to push. Pushing is just not realistic. It's going to take longer than 13 seconds for you guys to even expand on your lead anyway, and the game would end by then. So you're not playing to push. You're not playing to take more space. You're playing to keep the Rainmaker alive and keep them away from the Rainmaker. So you want to find a spot on the map where the Rainmaker has a lot of cover and only has to look in one direction to see anybody who could be rushing it. So maybe you post someone up on the left side of mid, put the Rainmaker like right back here where the Hydra can't possibly hit them, and have them just like ring around the rosy around mid a little bit while you have as many people as possible out in front and mid, so that you know that somebody is coming before they reach the side that the Rainmaker is on, so the Rainmaker has time to rotate, and these players are doing the most that they can to either stall these players who are rushing or splat them before they get there. That would be a play that I would try to look for here, rather than like actually rotating it over to the right. Because the right side here doesn't have a lot of cover. You're basically just relying on this ledge. But they have high ground over you, and they can like shoot behind you and cut off your escape routes. And this is kind of a scary place to be if they're able to get a coordinated attack off on the Rainmaker from here.
I'm down.
You can see like one goes down here, and the Hydra has full rain there. We go down, and now the enemy team gets a guaranteed overtime. So I think this is definitely a strategic misplay, not a tactical one, but just like the idea of what you guys want to do here should be stall and not keep pushing.
Backing up. Gotcha.
Jumping to you, King.
That's a bit risky, so just be prepared.
This pattern here where you're kind of moving and then painting a little bit and then moving and painting a little bit more and moving, and this to me always signals uncertainty about what the game plan is right now, or nervousness. This is something where, like, if you ever find yourself in this position where you're like, I'm over here and I'm going to shoot this, wait, I'm going to fire 2 shots over there, but I'm going to move over here next because this also needs to get painted. And oh, there's a player over here. I might threaten that. No, I'm not going to. There are too many ideas going on in your head right now. What I would say instead of kind of, because the problem with this kind of play is that if you were going to paint, you would want to stand still and paint an area and then move. And that way you're going to paint very efficiently. You're going to get that task done, paint that spot that you decided to paint, and then you're going to go someplace else. Painting like this paints a lot less of the map. It paints a lot more redundantly too, because you're going to end up painting a lot of what you already control. And you're spending longer to paint an area, which means that the opponents have more time to recognize that you're firing shots and they know your position now. If you're not trying to paint, then just don't fire any shots at all, and then you will not expose yourself and you will be stealthed, and you might be able to get a free pick on someone as soon as they walk around a corner. But this kind of combination of painting and moving and fighting and not really committing to any of those three doesn't accomplish any of the goals that any of those 3 things have, and it makes your position known to the enemy team. So you want to kind of sit still, collect information, decide what you need to do based on that information, and then just go and very decisively commit to doing it.
They won't see it if they're far away.
Very nice, very nice. So like, after this little bit of like, I'm painting a little bit of
They
this.
won't see it.
You see this player, you move to take this fight. Now, they're firing shots first, so you actually should lose this on paper if they're aimbotting, basically, and you're aimbotting. Like, if you, at task level, you lose this fight. So, this is something where, like, you do outplay, but they have the potential to win this for sure, because you have your shots on later than they do. So, again, I would say, like, the play that you were making ahead of time that gave your position away is the main reason that they could have won this fight here. But you do mechanically outplay them and get this fight, and now you have a crab, and this is perfect, and you're able to just back this up. And this player is trying to flank you.
I got bubbler.
This entire time, it would have been helpful for you to call, they're pushing me left on crab, they're pushing me left, because you could have gotten players to collapse on this guy who... Look at where the Rainmaker is. Like, it's backing up, if anything. Like, this player is so alone because they're pushing so far ahead of the Rainmaker. And maybe that's because your teammates are over here on the right and you're good just, like, distracting them. And maybe that's fine. But if your teammates are in position, you might be able to actually get someone over here to help you with this.
They're running out of time.
Yeah, the time is
Very far left.
From here... I would try and shark here because you're far enough back on the ledge that they don't have an angle. They'd have to like hit these crazy fall-off shots to hit you. I would get down into the ink and heal a little bit before I try to engage anymore. Maybe get down, get into a position where your Ninja Squid is going to start doing you some good. And There, I like that play right there. You keep cover between you and them and use it to back up. That's excellent. But then you recognize that they're going after your teammate. Perfect. Like, once you get into this position, that's really well done.
On the very far left. Yep.
Great disengage, great pick, and they run out of time. Awesome, awesome.
Time now.
But so,
One down.
Don't
Probably
rush.
right.
from the one down, they go in on right. Did you say popping crab?
Probably
Don't
right.
rush it.
Popping crab, yeah. So from here, in addition to popping crab, I would also encourage them to like do one of two things. I would either say, popping crab, help me on left, or popping crab, I've got left covered, push right, so that they know what to do, how to follow up on your crab. Like, what is it that you would like them to do, knowing that you are popping the crab tank? Because we do want to make a play now, because the enemy team is down 2 players. Now that we've got this pick, like, we want something to happen during the time that our team has advantage. Because if we let the enemy team super jump back in, we just give them another chance to push again. They still have 56 seconds on the Rainmaker. So they can take their time and actually jump people back in and get another push going if we don't shut it down right now. So we want to either be like, 96 is looking at me, Raina's alone, go, 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 go. Because if the 96 keeps pushing you, it is literally just the Rainmaker, and they're by themselves, and we should be able to just rush that down and eventually get that picked off. We don't want to rush it too hastily, because the very first thing the Rainmaker is going to do is think about the most obvious place that you're going to push from and put a shot there. So you got to bait that shot out before you go on top of them. But once that shot is fired, you have a really big window to move in before they're going to get another shot out. And we want to take advantage of those windows to get on top of it and splat it right now.
Play safe.
I got bubbler.
At this point in time, they've had teammates all respawn, and we haven't really gone and hunted them down
They're running
too
out of time.
much. We did push them back, but
On the very far left. Yep.
They definitely.
oh my god, you know what happened? They backed up too far. They got into
did
don't
that.
retreat territory, and because they had 56 all the way over here, I'm like, why are they at 5? It's ticking down 3 times as fast. They backed up too far.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's a big mistake on their part.
Time now.
Nice.
Whoops.
Bro, I don't know who that was at the end.
So that was a big misplay on their part to let it go back that far, although they did go 2 down, so there's only so much they were going to be able to do. But so I mean, congrats on the win, first of all. Like, good job being able to hold on there in the clutch moment, getting those picks right at the end when they mattered the most. Biggest things that I would say to work on going forward are to get your front line talking about every single little thing that they're trying to do, so that they always have help. Whoever it is that is, you know, your initiator, the person who's starting fights the most often, you want them to also be the most talkative player on the team. You want them like, I'm pushing right, like help right, or I've got right, push left, or something like that, so that somebody is always directing the whole team, and the whole team all has an idea of what their weapons can do based on that. Because like, when you're in a certain position and somebody says push right, there's only so much that your weapon can do, and so you can kind of make all of your decisions based on having that information right away. A lot of the time, all that really happens on callouts in top-level competitive play is people are calling like either what direction to push or what player to push. They're just like yelling the name of the player that they need to be splatted right now. Because they know that their teammates are going to know what to do as soon as they know what the play is, what their teammates want them to do. As soon as they know that, they're all set to go. So you just need to get everyone to know what it is you're looking at so that they look at it too, instead of looking at something different on the other end of the map and diminishing the impact that you're going to have on the fight that happens afterward. Again, the goal is like, get everyone together and get a special or two, and then hit them with full power instead of going into an engagement when it's like a 2v2 situation. Instead of going into an engagement when you're isolated on the other end of the map from the rest of your team. Taking weaker fights, taking fights where you have fewer advantages, is going to lead to you losing those fights more, and it's going to lead to the enemy team being able to capitalize if they all collapse as a team instead of splitting up the same way that you guys are. I generally liked the Rainmaker pushing. Like where the Rainmaker was going in particular, I think was generally really well played. I think what we want to be doing differently about our pushes is the way that we're responding, either when the Rainmaker carrier gets splatted or when the Rainmaker carrier is stopped. It's there that we need to be concentrating force more, being a little bit more patient about when we go in, but getting everyone to go in at the same time and using a certain special or something to create space so that you can create a good play for a teammate in front of you.
Gotcha.
And as a good general rule, and this is something for anyone who plays, especially midline or backline weapons, but even a frontline weapon who isn't the furthest forward, the root of all teamwork in Splatoon is shoot at the guy who's shooting at your teammate. If you're doing that, then you're going to win fights and trade back and be successful. So the thought that should trigger is, am I close enough to shoot at an opponent if they were to rush my teammate right now? And if the answer to that is no, then you want to reposition. So do you have any questions to start with? Because
I was just absorbing all of that in.
No, none so far for me.
Do you think we had trouble with pairing up?
Do you think... Sorry, did you say...
Sorry.
Do you think we had trouble? Sorry, I just missed
Had trouble with pairing up.
Yeah, there were... So, like, there was that moment I was talking about where... let's see. It was just after this, I think. So, like... Shoot, where was it? There was a moment where there was a crab on the right.
There's about 40 seconds.
Okay, here. So this moment right here, Okami is already out in mid. Vic is on the left, and then we've got the other two that are just swimming back in. But it is at this moment that Okami goes in, and Vic is like providing some cover fire on the E leader, but there are two whole players that if we just wait 2 more seconds, they're actually there able to help Okami. And Vic can't see every angle that Okami is going to need to go and use, and also can't paint for Okami very well. And Okami's in there against a crab tank and 2 other players at least. So, like, this is a position where I guess technically you're paired in that Vic is watching this, but this isn't enough firepower to be bringing to this fight right now if you're trying to brute force it. You want to wait just a little bit longer to get everybody else back in before you go for something like this. And if I'm Okami, I don't know for a fact that Vic is watching me. Like, maybe this is a set play that you guys have, and this is something that you already have prepared and ready to go, that you know that Okami is going to get watched by Vic on the right, and that's just part of your game plan here. But
I think I just generally cover fire for people in the front, and then hope all goes well.
Right, like, and that's a backline thing because you are able to see what's going on around the map, and you have the range so that if you see something, you can probably shoot it. So that makes it a lot easier for the backline weapons to support like that, and that's why they tend to have that more in their minds than the frontline weapons do. But like, let's think from Okami's perspective right now. What do I see in front of me right now? I see a wall. I see a crab tank out of the corner of my eye on the right, and maybe I see this 52 up over the top. I probably only see a little bit of ink coming over the top from that angle. And that is my entire field of view.
Not very much.
So, while, yes, technically Vic is covering Okami here, it's not as much coverage as Okami needs right now, and Okami probably doesn't even know that Vic is covering her. So, we would want to either be communicating verbally, like, go in Okami, I've got your back, before any of this happens. Or we want Okami to be calling, I'm going to push right, and everyone be like, no, don't do that. The crab there, run.
Yeah, that's not true.
So the next thing that I would like to do, it looks like we've got 6 here. What I like to do is play with the team so that I can kind of model the sorts of callouts that I'm looking for on the front lines. I'm going to like take up the role of shot caller here, and that way you'll hear like what it is I'm trying to direct everybody to, and you'll be able to collapse with me on the same things, and you'll see what kind of an impact that will have in our ability to both win fights and know when to take fights.
Absolutely.
So something that we could do is play Anarchy Open and just rotate members, so that way, like, I don't know, we don't have too many frontliners at once or whatever else. We could also do a sort of private battle where, I don't know, that would be, we have awkward numbers for that. It would have to be like 3 players each side, or something. Maybe Anarchy Open is the best way to go about
I
it here,
think so.
unless we have any other ideas.
We'll stick with Anarchy Open, I think.
Okay. So really quick, I'm going to be playing Splattershot. You guys come up with a plan for like what order we're going to rotate people, because you know what weapons you play and what you can pair up with a Splattershot well. I'm going to go and grab a snack because I'm really hungry, and then I'll be right back.
Enjoy your snack.
Okay, yeah, good time for a bio break, and then we'll have y'all decide like who's gonna play first and who we're gonna rotate in after that. All right, so ready, break.
Woohoo!
Yay.
So I don't know whatever you guys want to do, how you want to play it, but I guess as a staple, as a backline, I should be doing my backlining thing.
Yeah, I'm backline. So, I'd much
What's
rather.
the map mode? Hang on.
Huh?
What's the map mode right now? I don't know.
It's Splat Stones on. Let me check.
Okay,
Splat
Scotch
Stones on
Gorge
Forge and
Museum.
Museum. Splat
So,
Stones on Museum.
so the weapons I would go for this would be Explosher and Hydra and Heavy. I think we could go with a crab weapon. So if Oka goes pro or something.
Yeah, I can do pro or ballpoint.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I can do Splat Pro or ballpoint. I can also sneak in a little probably range blaster. If we have enough ink power with the comp.
It'd
Okay.
probably be best if me and Mecca play on different rotations because we're both like frontliners.
Yeah, for sure.
Be playing
Do your thing. Which one of you guys wants to go first?
I'm down for whatever.
Is Mecca gonna unmute? Mecca moment?
Mecca, you gotta unmute thyself. Thank you.
Yo. Oh my god, your icon moves. I can't take this
Very
no
high
more.
quality icon. Mecca, would you rather go first or?
You can go.
Okie dokie.
Alright. Then let's do Bread, me, and Vic, and then next time I can sit out on this one and let Mecca in, and I mean let Davi in, and then after, if you want to do after, can't speak. Thinking.
The good news is I did a session with Jim already, so it should be pretty easy with getting us all in a game.
Hey, Frank moment. Hello.
Wait, I still need to add you, Brett.
I sent the request.
Okay, let me get it.
I'm going to put my friend code in the chat for this VC.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I need to know what snack you had.
I've got some, they're kind of like, they're called topper sticks, but that's because that's the brand name. They're like pizza, but without sauce and just cheese. And they come with dipping sauce, and you put it in that, and then you give yourself a heart attack later on in life.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
It lowers your
Oh.
lifespan by 8 years per snack.
Yeah, they're like the breadsticks.
Mm-hmm. Basically like cheesy breadsticks, but it's
Oh.
pizza crust instead of... This is literally just like pizza, but without those ingredients.
Worth it.
Okay.
The ones that you would get at school. No.
Oh, hey, there was a raid that I missed when I was up and getting snacks. Thank you, Sam.
Sam for the win.
Sam is a former teammate of mine from the Grillers. Absolutely cracked. Has hit
nice.
top 500 on like 3 different weapons. Go and
Jeez.
give him a follow. None of which he ended up playing in comp, I think. One of them was like Sploosh. He never played Sploosh.
Oh.
So,
Sploosh, best weapon for...
yeah, very, very gifted player. Definitely go and give him a look. But anyway, I realized as I was getting up, like, wait, did I just make an American football reference with you guys who are you get those right? You're definitely American. Like when you say football, that means a sport where you pick up the ball and throw it.
One, yeah.
I'm the only British person here.
Yeah.
Everyone else is American.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just a bunch of Americans, then you have. The
I totally
Northern British
thought I heard. I don't know if it was an Irish accent or I always get Irish and Scottish accents mixed up because I don't live there.
Northern England sounds very close to Scotland, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, because you're from Northern England, so you're closer to.
Yeah.
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 Now, there's actually a really similar thing because I live in Minnesota and we're really close to Canada, so a lot of people around here have very Canadian-sounding accents.
Yeah, so you get confused if the Canadian or just Northern American.
Yep.
Are you making the room, Jim, or?
I can. And then did someone add me? I didn't notice a friend request.
Yeah, I should already be friends with you with our previous session.
Of course, yeah. So then everyone can just join off of bread.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Alright,
I'm going to create a password for this, and we are going to hide that with. Oops, this is not the correct screen. We're going to hide this with our. I keep messing myself up here because I have this picture labeled bird in all caps. It is not a bird, and I forget that.
It's an axolotl.
Fake bird.
Fake bird.
The propaganda.
Imposter. sus imposter. Birds, vote him out. All right. Lobby is up, and the password is also in the VC chat. I don't really know who it is that you guys decided was going to play with us, and doesn't really matter to me. Just get them all rotated in.
You'll find out as a surprise.
If it's a surprise, then fine, I'll shut up.
Show us a real bird. I don't think I actually have any birds. Like,
They are very loud.
I don't even know if anybody has
They are very
shown
loud.
me
Jeez.
pet birds. Yeah, I don't have a folder on my computer for bird pictures. I have an axolotl folder. I have a bunny folder, a cow folder, a frog folder, before I have a bird folder.
Try DMing it to me, Jim. For some reason, the chat.
Oh yeah, VC chat's not loading.
Yeah.
It keeps saying failed load.
Okay.
Chat is not loading up for
Oh,
me.
you might not have access to it. Oopsie daisies.
Yeah.
I'll get that sent to
It's a lock
It's a lock
Equilibrium.
channel for us.
We don't have the privilege.
No.
All right, so don't share that out loud because you are on stream, and we will get stream sniped.
Mouth is zipped.
So the password is 000, bro.
God dang it! Why'd you gotta go? No.
Uh,
All right, there you go, everybody. There's one off of your list. So process of elimination, only 9,998 options to go.
It's still saying failed to load.
On Discord, I sent you a DM.
Oh, there. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Whew.
I was like, wait, what's going on here?
I was worried there.
Alright, I should be joining.
There was a question on the crab from much earlier, so hopefully TW Neo, you're still around. Oh yeah, there you are in chat. Perfect.
Alright, so I've
I would
joined,
totally use
so-
horse pictures. Absolutely. The
Roman's
question
gonna be on the
was.
first rotation can go.
Sorry, I
Isn't
don't want to
you
interrupt.
And
Oh, you're good, you're good. My bad.
Waiting for Brett to share the password to us.
okay.
Let me DM it real quick. And the thing.
Question
Do it
from
in a
much
group
earlier
chat.
was, if I have, as a Hydra, have a full charge, should I go for the crab? Like, should I challenge a crab with a fully charged Hydra? That I don't know because I don't play Hydra. I would think that would probably not be the greatest plan unless there was something else the crab had to look at. Because it is able to sustain fire for longer than you are. So unless you can shred the entire armor in one go, it's going to survive for so much longer. You have to be like headshotting it. It seems like a play that I wouldn't go for, but I wouldn't know 100% for sure. All right.
Alrighty.
Okie dokie.
We good with this comp?
Are we... Oh, okay, so we're playing... Gotcha. Double crab. One with... Yeah, that can work. We don't have a ton of bombs, but we don't really need it because it's zones. The pro doesn't paint quite as much, but we can make it work.
I can change to ballpoint if that's okay.
I'd probably prefer the pro over the ballpoint.
Alright.
Okay, well, what is your weapon pool, by the way, Okami? Because I've seen you on Blaster, on this, and now on Ballpoint, like...
Alright, so, my top 3 that I would usually do is Blaster, regular or ranged Blaster, Splattershot Pro, or I'm usually the backup line, backline.
Okay.
So I usually do heavy and Hydra splatly.
And
That is a really wide variety of things that you play. Because Blaster and Range Blaster are almost two of the most different weapons in that entire lineup in terms of how they're going to play the game. But, all right, let's see what we can do here.
Woohoo, let's get it started.
Jem, just on a side note, I was the one who suggested the mortal enemy comp for Silly Tom's Index today.
Congratulations. You've prompted much discussion.
Wait, what is it?
We had to play the weapons that we hated the most. And we weren't given criteria for what it meant by hate them. Like whether they're hard to fight against, or whether we think they're bad. So we all chose different reasons. Okay.
That's very silly, Billy.
I'm gonna go on the left.
They don't have a lot of hard pushing power, so we should be able to take some space here.
Okay.
So you're going out on left. I'll follow up on that from near left.
Okay.
Stanford has Ninja Squid.
Blaster, we got him.
You on left. Splatana's got me.
Pushing in the
There's
mid.
2 more on left.
On the right. Slash on the right.
Splatana's on right.
Pushing, you can push by the slash on the right.
They got him melee range of me. It's my bad.
Flush on the right.
We're 2 down. Be careful.
Okay. Okay. I'll stay back.
What you want to do is cut off choke points from them, so don't let them get in if you can. Is that machine over the top? No, they're just firing from over the top. Let's go in from left.
I'm going to use Bria Bomb.
Zuking.
The crab.
I'm down.
We're on the mid. Traded.
Okay.
Going after machine and right. Got him.
2 down.
We have numbers. Let's start pushing.
Right. 1 top mid.
I'm trying to take backup zone. I'm on left. 1 got me on right. On right.
Okay.
They're down. Nice. Get zone when we can because we still don't have penalty. Okay. There we go.
Nice.
Get the reef. Get the reef. Oh shoot.
Mid on the right.
I got the reef.
Nice.
Traded the other one. So that's your last king. Your last. Get out when you can.
We're coming back in now.
Blaster.
Careful, Okami. You don't want to challenge that too much. They got a
Umbrella.
blaster and a machine. They're going to be hitting over the right side really hard. Left is probably where we're safer.
Yeah, for
Coming to
sure.
you, okay?
I got crap ready.
Oh, they use Booyah. I'm using
Got
Booyah
one with
back.
Zook. Focus left.
Going in on the left.
Got
Okay,
one.
nice. One down.
One more left. One more left.
Right.
Okay.
I'm down. Push
They're
around the
marked.
right.
Down on the right.
There we go.
Sasheen weak on left. Got him.
Nice.
When I'm going in and left, I want someone pushing around the right side of mid with me.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh, Splatana on left.
I'm down.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
go.
last. Be careful about that jump. I think it's fine, but there might be a
Blast on our
machine
ledge.
watching or something from below. I got their attention up top. Oh, they're right below us. I got them.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
So that's one down. I'm
Grab.
gonna bombing top mid and let's go in. Oh,
Splatana.
I got mined. I'm dead.
Bread less on right. Stamper is rushing me. They're
Got
down.
it.
Okay,
Using
that's
Booyah bomb.
Well,
I got
nice. That's two down.
Oh.
Take zone. Take zone. Take
I
zone.
have crap.
Taking
One on mid.
zone.
Nice.
Top
They're
crab.
using Booyah bomb on right.
Watch out for Booyah. Watch out, blaster below.
Pushing blaster.
Stamper
Blaster
down.
down.
Two down.
down.
pushing
Machine
on
weak.
I'm going to top mid.
Machine weak. Very weak. Got him.
Watch out for Bella on the
Nice.
ledge.
Brella.
Jumping.
Brella's
Zook's the
retreating,
Brella.
nice.
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 Yeah, get across the top if we can. That's good. Ooh, okay. I almost messed that up.
Got
Good
Stamper.
stuff, King. I'm on my way.
Almost got Booyah bomb ready.
Got another one. Blaster's backing.
Using Booyah bomb.
Back up, back up.
Careful, back up a little bit because they're gonna shoot that.
Drop.
All right, good job.
Use Reslider. Okay, two
Off
paired
the
up
ledge.
on the right.
I almost got crab.
The blaster's attacking me.
Blaster
mid.
down.
Nice. One dropped. It's a undercover on me.
I have crab.
Undercover's bad. Got it.
Yeah, nice.
For-
The weapon, not the player.
Using crap. They're
Got them.
they're down. Nice.
Sasheen
Nice.
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 Yeah, undercover Brella, not ideal
Yeah, I've
for
learned to
one-on-one
just
fighting.
Ignore the brillos.
They had such potential.
Alright, who is switching in? Mecha is going to be replacing me, and who else?
Do y'all want to do like a couple games, or, like
Yeah,
several
stick with
games,
couple
before
games.
then? And then we'll switch out like after 3 or so. It's like
Okay.
2 more.
So are we hitting stop and rotating
stick
now?
with this team.
Stick with this team?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just stick with this for now.
So something that I'm now noticing on, like, while I'm playing with you guys is that when we have advantages, we're taking a little while to move up and start using them. We want to be, like, as soon as there's a numbers advantage, we want to be applying pressure. We don't necessarily need to, like, engage directly, immediately, right up in their faces, but we need to at least be doing something that gets their attention and forces them to move back as soon as we have any kind of momentum like that. And if you're overloaded on one side, just call out, there's still 2 on me, there's still 2 on me, because then we can rotate the entire rest of the team to collapse on that fight.
I'm going to go on left.
Going to snipe.
Squiffer has ink.
One top mid.
ninja skill.
Got one off top mid. Charger on right, so fight from left.
He'll be
One
on
top
the
mid.
right.
One top mid. They jump down.
They drop down. Nice.
Alright, one down.
Okay,
So
I'm
still
going to
Charger
top
across the
mid.
way. I'm going to try and get a Zuka for that. It is just a squiff.
Pressuring
Oh,
charger.
they just popped
Use
Bubbler.
Wavebreaker.
So just throw
Yeah,
bombs at it and try and get it down. We're not going to push super hard right now. Jump over the wave breaker.
Go on the left. Down.
Oh, and
Yeah,
jump
Yeah,
down,
this
use
is,
Wavebreaker.
yeah. The
Okay,
wave
so
breaker
right.
was really well placed there. It got too many of us and they were able to know we were all bunched up.
I'm getting on snipe and trying to get an idea of what's going on.
Yeah, watch top
Careful for
left.
that,
Be
please.
really careful about the squiff as well. They're trying to get a lot of information out of
Got
us.
crab.
Yeah, they got my location. Heavy top mid.
Popping crab. Hitting on the heavy.
All right.
I'm gonna use Booyah then.
Pushing
I
into
got crap
left a
ready.
little bit. I've got Zuka.
Pushing in on the right.
Okay, taking turf.
3 on left. 3 on left. Help left. Help left.
Okay.
Using crab.
One down.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
heavy?
Keep Keep it up, keep it up. 2v2.
Never mind.
1v2.
That's Quiffer.
Nice.
1v1.
One behind me.
I'm trying to get as close to you as I can, but we need zone pretty soon. Be careful, just back up, King. Back up to me. There you go.
Have the cooler down.
I have crab ready. Let's go.
Zuking the heavy. One on me, one on me, one on me. Okay. Help right, help right. Close one, close one.
Bomb.
Got him. Got stick my ink. I'm down by the Squiffer.
One jump down, top mid.
We do need to get zone here. 12 ticks.
Using cap.
Got one.
Careful, wave breaker on right.
Zone, zone, zone.
For zone.
Almost.
Oh.
Another thing is when a special goes out, use that to mean like we need to get value out of this, like follow up, push forward with that. Take that as a call of like if someone's popping a special, that means like pressure forward, start a fight, unless you're like on hard defense and it's just being used to stop them from moving forward.
Gotcha.
So like when I popped the Zuka, I was anticipating like someone getting taken out from that. So when I popped that, like look for maybe being able to push people into my line of sight or to be able to support me with paint or something if someone rushes me, something like that.
Yeah, I was trying to go on the right when you popped it. That way I could hopefully catch someone.
And you guys did follow up when I got taken down there and called for it. Like I saw 2 lines of shots going towards me. Oh shoot, I had to stick with this team. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool. How many were you doing before we rotate out?
One more, I think.
One more, okay.
Yeah.
Just one more. Alright, museum.
I'm gonna go out right. Keep an eye on right, at least one of you, in case you can collapse on something and get something done with me here.
I'll push a little left.
There's one dropped right. It's 52. I'm not sure I can push this.
They have a beacon
At
down.
least they're right at the top.
Beacon down.
52 weak down here. Got him.
Nice.
There's another one on me. Another one on me.
They just dodged into the water.
I'm down. 3 slider. Got me.
So we're jumping to you, Vic?
Okay, that's fine. Decent beer
That was
bomb.
not a good plan. Elier's still top right on their spinner. Kind of need to
one
do
on
super
left.
jump out of that.
Got one on left.
Nice.
Let's
push up and help King on left.
Okay.
Down.
Got
One's
one.
behind on left.
Taking zone now. Nice. Leader on
Behind
left side of
zone.
their plat. They see me. I need to be careful.
There's one on the ledge under you, Oka.
Behind you.
Oh,
Jen.
one behind me, behind me. Nice. Good call. I wasn't able to respond in time, but that was really good. There's still one on left, still one on left. They've got beacons in our spawn, by the way. On left.
I
Not
just
our
this is
spawn,
what
our
we
plat.
sorry.
They have a
Someone
beacon
dropped
here.
into this beacon. There's a Dapples on far left. And Leader's watching. On top of Spinner. Got him.
Nice.
Got that.
Zuking Leader.
Down.
Leader down. I'm traded.
Three down,
Just
three
Dapples,
down.
just Dapples. They were on left.
Another top.
They're on
mid.
top mid now. Go for
Got
zone.
him.
Go for zone first.
Got crab.
And now beacons. Get the beacons so they don't jump in behind us. Behind us left. Behind us left. Hit them twice. They're weak. They're weak. Nice.
I'm down.
Get out of there if you can, King. You're alone.
One top mid.
He's out.
Got him.
Good jump.
Decent beer bomb. Elite is watching me.
All right.
Careful.
Got
Beak.
one. Another one on back left.
got him.
Back left. Thank
Got
you.
him.
Another one. Last one. Last
Another
one.
one left.
Thank you.
Focusing on painting zone.
I have crab ready.
They're jumping into the
You
leader
can
on
drop-
left.
You, Oka?
Oh, there's one behind me on right.
Oh, okay.
You need to keep clearing those beacons. Keep popping the map open to look for them.
Down.
There's still one to your right, Vic. You might be able to get
Our
beacon.
ledge and one under
They
our
got me.
leg. I'm gonna go take care of the beacons.
Yeah, there's one on the left as well.
Someone, I think,
pushing
jumped
over there.
across, or they're looking to. Now that someone did. Oh, I hit him twice. I'm down. One on our plat. Another
Okay.
one dropped back to zone.
Using beer bomb. Oh, Elise got me. Use reslider. We've got Killer Well ready.
The apple's on the left. One on our
Tentacle
flat.
on zone.
Got one. Another one on me.
One on our left.
They got me.
Breaker ready.
Two
Got
down there,
Killer
two
Well
down there.
ready.
Careful, one on top of you. Almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need zone. 10 ticks. Just run for it.
Okay.
Just go ham. Go
I've
in.
almost got Booyah. Using Booyah.
Now, we don't have time to wait for specials. We don't have time to play smart. If there are 10 ticks left, you got to just hold forward onto the zone. Like, I don't care if you're an E-leader or whatever else. Like, we just need to get paint on it as best we can.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and like that's not specifically meant at like Vic. I'm just saying like everybody just hold forward there and cross your fingers and pray. One of the big things that was happening there was we weren't aware of where the beacons were. There were very few beacons that I think we were actually taking out. They were able to stay up for a pretty long time. And so they were able to get into positions that we weren't expecting before we were able to really get control of mid. So we always want to be watching for those. As soon as you like have a moment and like maybe you've splatted someone or something, pop map open, see if there are any beacons near you when you're playing against a beacon weapon.
I think this time I will have to add you. Because Bread's leaving.
Yeah.
Do you... Oh, right. I need to get you the friend code then.
Everything went
So...
Just search for users with.
Can I hear?
Is this Vic that I'm...
Can I hear?
Yes,
anything?
yes.
Hello?
Yes, it's me.
No, there was someone who was like, can I hear anything?
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think I can hear.
Oh, okay.
Before I heard
Yeah, I've just
something
sent it from
broken.
Be joining in this rotation.
You what?
I'm asking if Mech is joining in.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
joining.
think we're switching out. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent a friend request.
Oh, you sent one already.
Yeah.
Be Davi, Vic, Jim, and Mecca.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I be heard? I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Everything.
Oh, good.
Everything just went silent for me.
That's unfortunate.
The joys of Discord.
Is Davi joining in or?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can be
just
Davi,
making
Mecca,
sure.
Vic, and Jim.
Okay. Just making sure.
Making the lobby, it'll be same password.
Okay.
We've already had that one today. Let's see Calvin. This is Calvin. Calvin is Chilfen's bunny.
Oh.
Thank you, Calvin. Your services are much appreciated, as is your fluffiness.
Okay, I've joined. You can join through me now.
Alright.
All right. This can work. This is a comp that's very committed to getting picks with especially the blaster pick. The other weapons do paint enough, though. So it can be worth it as long as we're getting something out of that blaster choice. But always be thinking in zones like, this is a blaster's weakest mode because in order to play the objective, you need to be able to paint, and that's what that weapon does worst.
Yeah.
And here we go again.
Hi, Cloudy.
Usher has a ninja squid.
Yep.
Okay.
I fell. I did not get the squid roll that I was aiming for.
Oh. That's alright, that's alright.
Alright, I'm on the left.
Okay,
Next
one
on
on
the
right
flat.
zone.
2 back zone.
Okay.
One
Slusher
left.
on right.
Left.
I got... what?
Trader with
That was
Slush.
3 shots. I'm a bit upset. Okay,
Bringing shield on zone.
There's special
then no, I'm
lesson.
here on left. I am left. I'm
Okay.
jumping out.
Nice. We're coming back in now.
I've got Zuka ready. Be careful.
Got
Don't-
Exposure overtraded.
Okay.
Squad cheese far left.
Let's wait
drop
for
wave
Vic to be
breaker.
back, and then I'm gonna
I'm back.
Zook. All right. Oh, one on top of spinner. Spinner.
Got him.
Got him.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, we gotta go for zone. Use
Two mid.
specials if we got
Drop
them.
mid.
Popping wave breaker.
Okay, one dropped off mid.
I'm
Expo
dead.
down on his zone. Get zone.
Okay, dropping wave breaker.
Almost out of ink.
It's just you on zone there with
I'm
Vic.
down.
Yeah, I couldn't get it.
Yeah, we got staggered a little bit there. Plat is something that we need to be watching so we know if someone comes over the top. Like, there's only, I think, one way that they can get across. So, like, unless we're getting wiped, that's probably something we should know is there. I got jumped over by someone over spinner, and I, like, didn't know that there was even anybody over there. So, maybe that's something I should have seen, too, but... That's like there's only one thing that we need to watch to get them off, to keep them off our plat and keep that a safe place to stand. So we want to make sure that that's a priority.
As well as like that place being like the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
And like if they've got, you know, a slosher, a blaster, you know the weapons, Vic. Just make sure that you're staying a little bit further back from ledges.
Okay, alright.
It's like it can help to maybe go into recon mode sometime and use like even a shooter, like a line of sight weapon, and like aim from where you might stand to try and shark an E-leader and figure out like how far back they have to stand to be safe from you.
Right,
It's
yeah.
the exact
for
same
sure.
team.
Oh, back again.
I'll go right side with you.
All right. There we go. Now we got it.
There we go.
It's faster. It's also very risky.
Xbox
Excellent.
down. Nice. Two down.
One back of zone. Got him.
One's top
Traded.
spinner.
Nice.
Just
three down.
delete
I'm
squad.
going
Just
top
push
spinner,
up.
top spinner.
See if we can get on their plat.
I'm on their plat.
All right, stay on the right-hand
Following,
side so
following.
that you're not visible.
Got one.
Very
Thank
nice,
you.
very nice. Explo is
Explosives
top left. One
I'm
dropped
dead.
out left. I'm going to take care of that. Or die.
Okay, nice.
That too.
Using wave breaker.
On zone. Nice.
Got him.
All right,
Explo
they're on
watching
their
me.
plat
Jumping
now. Be
back in.
careful.
I'm dead.
This
Wait,
might
wait,
not
got
be
me.
safe,
One
but
drop.
I will jump.
Yeah,
Go on plat.
I think I'm gonna jump back.
Yeah. I'm backing up left.
Got it.
And-
I almost have wave
I screwed
breaker.
up. I got to jump.
I'm waiting.
Two on mid.
Close
Two mid, yep.
to
Got shield free.
Zuka. I've got
Popping
Zuka
wave
ready.
breaker.
Yeah, good. Pop specials when we're ready for him. Go.
Got one. I'm
Using
dead.
wave breaker.
One by the wave breaker.
Crab's watching me left.
Crab's weak.
Got one.
They're both on the
Got one.
right.
Got one.
Left side's clear.
Explode on right.
Paint in zone.
One more on the
Push
right.
Explo.
weak.
Push Explo.
Got it.
I'm
Got
going
it.
to mid.
Got him.
Going with you.
I traded.
One
Okay,
on
okay.
left. Got him.
Nice.
Cool.
On plat. Two of
One
them.
drop left.
Got him. He's weak.
Nice.
He's dead.
Nice.
Right side on zone. Weak.
Yeah, one is done.
Nice.
Got him.
Nice. Explode got me.
Okay.
Front plat.
I'm across on their plat.
Backed up.
Okay.
There's one on me here. I might go down. I'm down.
Okay.
Jumping.
Nice shot.
Okay.
Down zone,
Pushing
down
us
zone.
a little.
Beautiful,
One
beautiful.
right
Okay,
zone.
jump back.
I'm dead. Storm got me. Explode still on front plat.
Two fighting me on right. I got one.
Okay, two down.
Nice.
Explo's on right side plat. Just try and keep zone painted for now. We don't have pressure on them, but we can paint. Oh, I'm down
I
to
have wave
bombs.
breaker.
Push
I'm
one zone.
dropping it.
Nice
That's
pick.
Slosher.
We're
dead.
2v3.
Wait, got me.
I'm jumping back to you, Vic.
Okay,
jump.
that's fine. One on top mid. Using wave breaker.
Jumping in.
Close to Zuka. Got Zuka.
Explosion on right is overreaching.
Spinning bombs.
Got him.
Crab on top
Zuking
mid.
left side.
One weak on left. Dropping wave breaker on the left.
Crab is done.
One's pushing on
Got
top
one.
He fell.
Kill.
One behind me on left. Nice. Good
Got him.
shots.
We got some.
One on the right.
Nice.
All right, good stuff.
He's
Good
alone.
stuff.
I'm going to good stop.
Pushing right.
Watch out for Wavebreaker. One drop left. One drop left. They're jumping to him.
Zombie.
Two on left.
Nice,
Two on left.
nice.
Got one. I'm down.
Jumping
No,
Vic.
I'm not down. Now I'm down.
One
Paint
left,
zone,
one
paint zone,
left.
paint zone, paint zone, paint zone.
I got storm on zone. I'm going to jump back.
I have Wavebreaker.
All right, good job keeping it neutral.
I'll drop it. I'll drop in Wavebreaker.
Two on zone. I'm rising.
One's weak on zone. Got him. Got him.
Nice. Good trade back.
Flusher got me. Both right sides down.
I have Zuka ready.
Dead.
I'm gonna save it.
3 down.
Yeah. I'm coming back in now.
I don't think they know. There's one on your spinner. Spinner going up over the top.
Got it. He's
I'm
weak. Got him.
Got him.
Okay, nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff. One on me.
Another one in the center.
Got him. That's
Nice.
2 down. Get in the
down.
zone.
One more.
3 zone.
One more
3 down.
here.
Get zone. Get zone.
Go to
Here.
top mid.
One top mid.
They dropped off. Zuking them. I missed.
This is weak.
Flusher weak.
Following
Okay,
him. Got it.
top mid.
Traded.
One drop
One
left on
behind,
me.
one
I'm down. Two left.
He's
Two
one
left. They
right
keep dropping 2 out left. This is a
down.
bad jump.
Yeah,
I
no.
should die.
Okay.
Backing up left.
Oh, they didn't know.
One
One
in
to
the
that
center.
spawn.
Expo down.
Carbon R plat. Carbon R plat.
They got wave breaker ready to use it.
I've got Crab's attention. Good bubbler. I should have stayed in it.
So good.
2 on left. One more
Got
behind
one,
zone,
got one.
or back of zone our side.
On our plat is weak. Nice.
Nice.
Got him.
3 down.
We
Let's
need
go.
zone. We need zone. Just
Push zone,
explode.
push
Just
zone.
outpaint them. Outpaint them. You don't have to kill them. Just outpaint for zone.
Jumping.
Okay, it's fine.
Dropping Wavebreaker on
We
top
still need
mid.
zone. We still need zone. Get
got
it
it.
before
We
they
got
get
zone.
back. There we
Nice.
go.
One dropping on left.
Yeah, one drop
Okay,
right
he's going
in the
back.
middle.
Got one.
Nice, nice.
There's rain over zone. Be careful.
Got explosion.
That's 2 down. Nice.
Painting over zone.
One drop left. One drop
One
left.
left,
Force this.
left,
Force this. Got him. Another one drop left. I don't think I got this. I'm down. Wavebreaker in the way. Be careful.
I'm dead.
All right, careful. They have overtime.
Jumping.
Okay,
We have one good
Sharking
chance to
left.
push, so don't die until then. We're trying to get you out of this, but you're getting shot at.
I'm good. I'm
Okay,
good.
nice, nice, nice. I'm going in on left. I'm going in on left. There's one here. Hit
Explosion.
Pushing with
him
you.
twice.
Got him. Got him.
Good stuff.
Go.
Good stuff. Way to follow
Let's go.
up.
Let's go.
Zuki?
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
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 Redemption arc.
Is it Davi or Davy?
Davi.
That was a beautiful push on the left-hand side where I called that I was fighting someone on left and you ran over to it. I had to disengage from that fight. I could not win that by myself, but then you went in and got the shot over the ledge, and that was perfect.
Thank you.
Ooh, let's go. I don't even know
Nice
what your
micro.
tag is because I can't.
Please.
I don't speak that language.
It's Niles.
Niles.
In Japanese.
Yeah.
Gotcha. 21 and 3. Those are some pretty numbers.
He gets them pretty consistently. We're very proud of him.
Yep.
Almost a full dab. Yeah, I'm here to disrupt any dab coordination. I'm not here for that.
Aw,
No.
causing chaos for no reason.
Just a warning that your DMs with me are
We saw him
currently
punish around
flooded with
earlier.
horse pictures. Got it. This is what I
Oh,
wanted.
one DC.
Hey,
Okay,
yeah,
DC.
DC. Game's over.
Well, that's good because I missed the jump.
You
again.
failed to jump again.
I'm gonna keep doing
Wait,
it.
wait.
This is
is
the only
game
chance
not-
I get to practice
Oh, there
it.
we go.
No.
I was gonna say
Wait, wait.
easy game,
Hey, at least it didn't matter that I missed the jump, right?
right?
I'm gonna go and put some stuff in the fridge real quick so that it's not getting cold here.
Okay, we'll stop.
So that's
Hey, I actually got
put
the
it
kill.
put it in the fridge so it's not getting cold. That was a bad way to phrase that, but you know what I mean.
Put it in the fridge so it gets warm.
Yeah, that's how that works. Oh wait, are we remaking or what?
I said stop.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
You're good.
We're doing one more though, aren't we?
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
2. All right.
I have the DC. I press continue.
I will remake.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a kitty named Raven. It looks a lot like Romeo, but it is not Romeo. All right, room's up.
Okay.
All right. I'm still
Good
DCing.
morning.
I started with 300p, and I'm at 301p now. Let's go.
Wow.
There we go. Progress.
You guys are carrying me to victory here.
I'm really close to S+2. I'm like 10 points away.
Oh my god, I joined the wrong room.
No.
Oh my gosh. You joined Alex.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna ask you to stay.
See, it's not even multiple layers of irony anymore. I feel like at this point it's just unironic acceptance of the like cringe older millennial dab. Like the dab that surfaced like 10 years after it was actually debuted as a dance move. At which point it had ceased to be cool anymore.
I think it was always cool. Just hating.
Just hating.
Okay. It's Devi and OBT. Alrighty then.
Squad Cheese has Ninja Squid.
Missile spam.
Oh no.
Yeah, playing the missile spam.
Terran, how could you? Go to the dark side.
Okay, one drop to
Oh,
one
on
right.
left.
Hydra on left, so try to fight on right when you can.
Choose on right. Got
Missiles
one bomb.
incoming.
Yep. The first set.
The
First
first
of
one.
many.
Blaster on right.
Hydra is rotated to right.
Bling's a weak. It's like far right.
I'm gonna try and get a Zook off on the Hydra. Oh, they're right in front of me. Cool. That was
Nice.
easy.
Almost got wave breaker.
There's one down at the base.
Two on left, two on left, two on left.
Got him. Got him.
Nice, nice.
Got him
Sorry,
all.
that was actually right, and I'm backwards.
It's fine. We know where you meant. Pressuring spawn.
Okay, dropping a wave breaker. One
One
dropping
is
on
like
left.
on the far left.
Heavy left.
One on
Yep,
far
got him.
right, I just saw. Pre-firing to keep him out of there.
Skirmishing up front.
Well, that was whack. I don't know how that didn't hit me.
I'm dead.
2 down.
All right, I'm down inside their base.
Okay.
Alright, I'm backing
Squelchers
up
coming
the
out
zone.
left. They dropped a zone.
You want a
Dropped a
zone?
zone. They're going left. They're backing up to right.
Got heavy.
We can keep zone. We can
Nice
keep zone.
stuff. Nice
That's
stuff.
what
That's
she's-
2 down. Keep zone. Keep zone. Keep zone. I'm down to the range on right, but we should have
Got him.
zoned. I don't think they can cap it in time. Just keep it. Paint on zone. Paint on zone. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Nice.
In that situation, we don't need to go for any more fights because if we just like contest their paints, they can't cap it in time. So at that point, instead of risking going down on zone or something, we want to just back up and paint it.
Yeah.
At that point, should I-
roller coming in? Sorry.
Should I paint as a blaster? Should I paint or apply pressure at that point?
At that point, I would still just paint
Okay.
because it gives us the best chance of them not equalizing.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you get
rotate
a
again.
free direct
Yeah.
and there's still a good 5 seconds left, that can mean something. But otherwise, just equalizing it with your paint is probably worth more.
Okay.
Was that our last one? Yeah, well, yeah, we're actually at the
rotate again.
top of the hour
Rotate
perfectly.
again.
All right. So that is going to do it for our session today. But thank you guys so much for being on here and being good sports and being willing for us to talk about all of your mistakes in front of, the few dozen people.
Pressure. No pressure.
No pressure or anything.
No problem.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate people who are willing to do that for the sake of the education of others.
No, of course. Thank you for having us. It was really good.
Yeah.
So biggest takeaways: get the front line talking more and like calling shots and getting on the same fight instead of all taking different fights. Collect all of your power and be ready so that when a fight does go down, you're putting all of your resources into it and not just some of them. And win more, LOL.
Just win.
Just win. It's easy.
Be better.
All right. Thank you guys so much. You have a good night.
Thank
You
you.
too.
You
Have a
too.
Well, or unless you're British. Well, actually, it's super night for you.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. at the moment.
Yeah, go to bed. That's my order for you.
We probably won't.
Gamer hours. Anyway.
I know, right?
Have a good one, everyone.
Thank
You too.
you.
Have a
You
good one,
too.
Jim.
All right. So let's see. We've done our rank up battle. We've done our lesson. We've done Silly Comp Sundays. I think that we have done all that we came to do today. I'm going to go and find ourselves a raid target. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I am Jem, and I run Squid School. If those of you who might not know, there are a bunch of links right there that go to various social media accounts. So my Twitter, the Discord server that I run, 4,500 people and counting. And so the bunch of competitive resources, but also just people hang out there too. And you'll also find my YouTube channel, my TikTok. You will find my Patreon. I do this full time, and so all of that support really helps with paying the bills and whatnot. And also, I have a Metafy, which is how those folks reserved this lesson. So if you would like coaching from me like that, the Metafy link is there in the description, or in the links list thing as well. There, nailed it. We are going to go and raid Lumo Phoenix. Lumo Phoenix is doing some salmon run. They are an expert salmon runner. I often go to them with questions about how things work in salmon run because they are playing it a lot more than I am. So if you're interested in fish, then this would be a good person to talk to. So let's go and pay Lumo a visit and tell them school's out. And we can do that in 5, 4, 3, 2. It always makes me wait. I don't know why it makes you wait 10 seconds. It's so silly. Okay, bye.